Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to the Come and Go Tavern. My name is Sheila Ornthalis, and I'll be your hostess this afternoon. Today's kitchen special is fried chicken with mashed potatoes and veggies on the side. It looks like Emily is currently available for a full-service package. Ooh. Excuse me, I had to mute there for a second because I had to cough. Anywho. If you see anything or anyone else on the menu that you're interested in, just let me know and we will see what we can do. Since it is our 5th Saturday of the month, we are actually going to be doing something special today. And this time, that means playing a TTRPG. While I am an avid player of those over on other people's channels, I don't normally do these over here, so please forgive any scuff that does happen to occur. While I do want to talk about Cyborg, the game we'll be playing, it's probably better to start off with introducing my guests. Oh. Ooh, okay, Stream Elements just popped in with a new title. Excellent. Okay, good. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring them on in. So, starting on the leftmost, we have Captain Comic Geek. Say hi, Captain Comic Geek.
Hey, hi. Oh God, I wasn't ready to be first. How could you do this to me?
Well, you know, it's alphabetical. I can't control that.
Actually, yes, you can. You run the. Hi, Internet. I'm Captain Comic Geek. I am a longtime friend and patron of the establishment owner. I've brought in as a ringer of sorts to help make the game hopefully more entertaining.
Mm-hmm. Originally, we were going to have Farmer Gata on today, but he had some extra stuff come up on the farm last minute, and so we wish him the best. So, up next, we have Maru.
Every cow was giving birth. Just every cow at the same time, guys. It was kind of
that would be
insane.
terrifying.
He sent us photos. It was kind of wild.
Very messy. So, on that note,
Yeah.
up next is Maru DeCinco.
Hello, everybody. I'm your favorite tomboy android from the future who became a superhero, Maru DeCinco. I am normally a makers and crafting streamer. Build a bunch of gameplay, and I love this tavern. I love this place. I should come out here often if I left my house a bit more, because I'm currently in Dissertation Hell, which is a real place, and as folks here now, I don't play TTRPGs that much. Normally, I do enjoy them, and I really like cyberpunk settings. And honestly, capitalism, not a fan.
Well,
Not a fan.
you're in luck today.
So, yeah, I'm in luck today. So yeah, I'm just like really excited to play with everybody. Hopefully not getting people's ways, because I'm very noob at all of this stuff, and sometimes I forget that dice can have more than 6 sides. So you know, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm just thrilled.
Well, we're glad to have you here. And it's a rules light system. Like I said, we are playing Cyborg, which is part of the Mercboard family of stuff. And honestly, that entire series of games is more about the vibe than it is about being hard and fast with rules. So you're in good place right now. Hello,
Yeah, which
Weather
sounds
Friend.
fantastic to me. Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I was just saying hello to Weather Friend in the chat.
Hello.
Yeah.
And last but certainly not least, we have the Neon Caster.
Hello, everybody. I am your androgynous AI game show host from the future, caster, tabletop RPG designer, streamer, voice actor, and general internet ne'er-do-well, and a collaborator with all of these fabulous folks in the chat with us today, in the call with us today. I have been wanting to play Cyborg for fucking ages, so I am very excited.
I've only been able to play a few sessions because of everything that's been going on in the world. But it is a fabulous setting. It is a fabulous system. I love it to death. So, anywho, thank you very much for being here today with me, folks. We are going to be doing some tabletop before starting the actual session, but as always, I'll also be available for comments, questions, and concerns about the tavern, and we will do our best to respond to the chat, so don't be afraid to have a discussion. So, yeah, without much further ado, let's go ahead and, well, I mean, where do we want to start? I don't necessarily want to show off, like, what's going on in the game until, you know, we're ready to fully start the game, but does anybody have any questions for me before we do actually start?
Will we be getting that badass, like, bit of prose at the start of Psy? in game, or do we want to get that now to set the tone?
I will be setting the tone with a lovely little speech at the beginning of the session. But
Hell
to
yes.
kind of describe the world of Psy to everybody who has not read the book before, Psy is kind of it is a post-apocalyptic future where the apocalypse has happened. We started to rebuild. The apocalypse happened again, and we started to rebuild, but we went down the bad ending path. So now everything is an overbuilt, horrible cityscape where capitalism rules and everybody else is just trying to struggle against, well, to rage against the machine, quite frankly. And so our players are just such people raging against that capitalistic machine. If you haven't noticed what the themes for today are going to be, it's a little bit anti-corporate, but I know, big shocker from me, right? So,
It's so surprising. I would have never expected this turn from you.
I know.
Wow.
I have
am
always
left
known you as
aghast.
somebody. I've always known you as somebody that positively quotes tweets Elon Musk.
Oh yeah, absolutely. The long muskrat
Sorry,
is
quote
best
seats.
friend.
Sorry, quote seats. Quote
Quote seats.
quote
Oh yeah,
seats.
quote seats. Quote seats. Yeah. Anyway, it was. So, yeah, exactly. So, any other comments, questions, or concerns? I've got some other information that I can drop on you as well, but if you already have stuff, I want to address it now.
No, that's all me, thank you.
Okay. Alrighty then. So there's going to be like just a little bit of body horror in this because that's a little bit unavoidable in Cyberpunk, but I'm not going to dive super deep into it. Like I'm not going to do anything gross and descriptive. But you know, it is a future where nanobot infestations cause rampant mutations. So you know, can be a little bit ick. But we're not going to get too deep into it, like I said. Hello, Coleman. Welcome to the chat.
Hey.
Tavern's toilet isn't flushing. Oh, so you hit the button and you actually, there's a sort of a prestidigitation style spell that just and pops it away. So you're good to go. You won't hear a flush sound.
Wait, so you don't use the 3 seashells from Demolition Man here?
No, we do not. The three.
Then what the hell did I use?
This is a modern
Oh, no.
establishment, sir.
No, what? Okay, hey Juthos, can I get you to go check the bathroom? There's apparently 3 seashells? Yeah, I don't know what that's about either. Anywho.
There are girls here.
Oh, yes.
There are girls here.
Oh, yes. We have plenty of
Yeah.
friendly folks, but negotiating their prices is between you and them.
No, I know that.
Okay,
I know
fair
that. I've
enough,
done
fair
it in the past. It's very nice.
Okay, so more stuff about the game. It is incredibly rare, if not like a never happen, that the GM actually rolls dice in this game. So you'll be rolling for both your attacks and for your defenses. And in the game, both as well as in the chat that I sent earlier, there's a reference sheet that covers everything you'll need to roll. Generally speaking, there are only 4 abilities in this game, and you know, we don't have sub skills or anything like that. It's just you're going to be rolling on one of those abilities, meaning a d20 plus whatever your rating in that ability is, if there's a challenge that you might fail at. I am a huge fan of fail forward, so even if you don't hit a DC for something, it's very likely you will still succeed, but something of consequence will happen, if that makes sense. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if there are any other rules issues, we will try to cover them throughout the course of gameplay. I will say we probably won't actually be using the Psy-Rage rules because that's an extra like layer on top of possible deaths that may be happening. It happens. It's kind of like getting kicked into overdrive by your cybernetics, trying to bring you back to life. And imagine somebody getting way too much adrenaline all at once, basically. Oh. On that note, something that I have already established with our players here, but I have not established for the audience yet, these systems tend to be rather brutal. Anything descended from Merkborg can be very deadly. It's part of the grim darkness of it. It's very, you know, black metal, death metal sort of art system. So on that note, we are going into this with full assumption that characters are going to die. and we are very thankful to the fine folks at the Stockholm Cartel, makers of the various Borg systems, for their one-button character creation websites, because, that's going to make that generating those a lot faster. Yes, thank you very much, Neoncaster. Exactly.
You know I'm on it, baby.
We are playing Cyborg, Weather Friend. It's part of the sort of Merkborg descendants. They have quickly become some of my very favorite games over the last few years. So you've got Merkborg, Cyborg, Death in Space, and
Pirate Borg is imminent, I
Borg,
believe.
yes. And then there's another one. It's like Return to Arms, or basically it's a World War I era sort of Borg project, and it's designed around playing entire squads for the reasons that we're going to run into today. Yeah,
We'll see about that. I'm gonna live forever.
I mean, we'll see. All right. So, without much further ado, I'm going to go ahead and take us over into the game space.
Let's party.
Alrighty. So, I was able to set up a whole table for us to play against today. So I hope that everybody enjoys their dice colors. I, again, was not able to swap yours out, Captain Comic Geek, but I hope you...
Well, I'm just offended now.
I know,
Quit.
right? You're done. You're out, right?
Slam your hand on the table.
Mm-hmm. Nope. That's not what needs to show up on the main screen. Where'd you go?
I can't remember why one of my dice is in jail, but I think they did whatever they did, they deserved it.
Dice always deserve it.
Where did that go? Oh, I've already broken it. It's great. Because you won't be able to hear the music that I'm about to start up if I don't have the game up on screen. Where did that source go? Goodness gracious.
We'll make it happen. In the meantime, fellow players, do you want to be able to see your dice roll on the screen as you roll them in the game? Because there's a setting that you need to turn on if you would like to see that occur. It would look a little bit like this.
Ooh, I should probably turn that on.
It's on an individual basis. So to let folks know how to do that, if you go to the settings in that tab to the far top right, there is a section called Dice Options, and then you can choose Enable 3D Dice and automatically roll 3D dice.
There we go.
So whenever you're doing your roll, you can make it appear.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little thing.
It is a little bit more fun than just having them pop up in chat.
Also, if you click the little colored square next to your name at the bottom, you can change what the color of your dice look like.
To which I'll say on that note, I have always tried to change color on a bad roll, but roll 20 actually hates me, and every color I choose gives me a bad roll. So we're gonna see what happens.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna do bright pink, but I don't want it to look too much like other people. So
I can retune mine. It's not a big deal. So go with whatever color your heart sings to you.
Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
And
I
Weather
think if
Friend,
you actually have a,
I
I was saying, I think if you have a hex code, you can actually type that in at the bottom of the color choice too.
you can pick a very specific color. Like right now, I have my GM account is set to Goldenrod, like my eyes, and Mulberry, which is also like my eyes, but when I don't have magic going on. So yeah, a little bit of lore for you there. And also, Weather Friend, you don't know, I might have let the girls out. Anyway. All right, so without much further ado, I know that's like the third time I've said that, isn't it? But let's go ahead.
okay, that's okay. You can have a few more ados.
Yeah, right?
But only a few,
Only a
not
few.
too many.
As long as you don't go beyond the ado threshold.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start the narration then. So, outside, the streets of the city Psy run with muck and slush, and bitterly cold wind cuts between the skyscrapers. Grimy frost encrusts everything where moisture normally collects, and those with fewer means struggle to keep warm. Inside these endless stacks of life, however, is another story. Lights twinkle on glass all across the multi-level, retro-style corporate lobby. Desks have been rearranged to make the already spacious room feel even bigger, and a band plays to one side. The people here seem to sparkle too. Even the lowest level employee at this holiday party is rich by most people's standards, if only because they've sold their souls and submitted to the corporate will. Synth champagne, said to be almost indistinguishable from the real fizzy wine that once came from an area of somewhere called France, is poured freely, and the meats and cheeses on the charcuterie boards carried by the waitstaff, some of whom may even be your own infiltrators, smells like it was grown in the finest vats that the company could afford. When the lights go dim and go out, there's a gasp of expectant surprise. Surely, the attendees think, this is part of the festivities. Any moment, a spotlight will come on and their hosts will appear on stage beside the musicians to give a speech about how well they've all done this year and how large their bonuses will be. Instead, the only lights that return are red emergency ones. It's only then that the partygoers realize that something else is afoot. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the tower, not a sensor was working, 'cause you've just cut the power. But I'm ahead of myself, and our time here is fleeting. So let's do a cool flashback to the mission briefing. So, a couple of days previous, you were all, contacted by your handler, a person by the name of Irma, who said that she had an idea for you, a gig for you, something to really take the load off and give you a nice warm fuzzy around this time of year. Who are going to be our representatives of the gang to start out with?
Yes, I've hit the randomize already. And I guess I'll introduce myself first. I'm Sonics with a Y. Won't tell you where.
Ooh.
And I'm a bit of a gangoon, honestly. I've been out in these streets causing trouble, throwing chains around, spray painting walls, and making an enemy of most of my previous gang. So I'm lying low for a bit, but if I do this job and it goes real well, maybe they'll like me again, and maybe they'll respond to my texts. I don't know.
Okay, next up, Mar. Who's starting out with you
me?
today?
Okay. Hey everybody, my name is Blink. I am a heavy tech punk with loads of facial tattoos. Always wear my hoodie, because it just looks that good. I am replete with seed pockets all over my body. It's a hack that went kind of wrong, but gave me a few, couple of little abilities. I am honestly a bit of an anarchist, but I actually believe that anarchy should be like organized and stuff, whatever. But we can have some organization for this anarchic revolution. And finally, in my spare time recently, I've been getting really into the extremely dumb concept of werewolf versus vampires, because you know what? Why not? World's ended.
A movie fan.
And Captain Comic Geek, who are you starting out with today?
Today I'm starting out with Memo. I first out to look like a former corpo. Since I'm a VIP lookalike. So in my headcanon, I used to work for this company.
Okay.
Who was ousted and has now had hard times. You can see him kind of scratching at his neck, scratching at his face. You also see him have an old Walkman tape deck on his side. You're not sure if it works. He doesn't have headphones in, but it's there.
Very cool, very cool.
Love a piece of retro technology.
All right, so Irma gets the currently elected leaders of this rather large group of anarchists and other street livers. I don't know what else to call you. Like I said, people just trying to scratch by in a world that doesn't respect them and doesn't think that they deserve to be. But today, you have a chance to change that. Because Irma says, all right, today's job, this is about giving back to the people. We are going to be hitting Takanomi Towers. It's this financial district, like, central figure. They don't make a big name for themselves, but they do handle a lot of financial data. So, if you can hit their servers, it could wipe out millions of people's debts. That's how big of a player these guys actually are. Just out of our luck, they're having a Christmas party here soon. Perfect chance to get in. Fewer people in the building, even fewer security than normal. Now, obviously, they have live-in security folks up the tower, so of course there's going to be some resistance once you get in there. But, you know, I think y'all can handle this.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know enough enough members of my previous gang owed a lot of payday loans. I think that's how they go and frame it or whatever. And they never really quite paid them off. So maybe that'd be a pretty good way to get back in their good graces. I hope.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I ain't owe no money to these corpos. I do owe quite a bit to the mob. So kind of being around all of these punks, you know, attacking this big tower. Honestly, I think it's gonna get some heat off my back. So that's kind of mainly why I'm here. I also kind of don't really like being a leader of anything because, you know, a horizontal anarchist organizing, that's kind of not how we do things. But, you know, if it will keep the mob off my back, don't mind if I do.
Yeah, you could be a local hero if you survive.
Yeah, wouldn't that be a thing?
Sure, you'll do
Surviving.
fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be okay.
And I don't really give two shits about helping people. I just want to hurt these fucks for letting me go.
Hey, a good thing that happens as a result of a bad thing going wrong. Can't argue with that.
The enemy of my enemy and all that.
I mean, maybe along the way I can tell you a bit about the conquest of bread.
Ooh.
Or maybe you're not interested, that's okay too.
It's been quite a while since I've had some bread, actually. That sounds nice.
So,
I'm not Maro, my name is Blink, by the way. Thank you.
So, just some information for you about the tower. Things we were able to scrape together. Some thanks to our corporate friend right over here, but a few other things from around the net. Once the attack starts, the building will go into a full lockdown. So you won't be able to get out the front entrance. We've already arranged a flyer for you to be picking you up off the roof once the gig is done. So don't worry about that. The unfortunate part of that is for security purposes, they did split the tower up into two separate elevator systems. So you've got one that goes from the basement up to floor 11, and then the second one that goes from floor 11 up to floor 18. And then you got to go through the penthouse. That's where you'll find the helipad. Make sense? All right.
Yep.
Now, I'm not, gonna cramp your style. Do y'all feel like you're gonna want to do this loud, soft, kind of a mix of in between? Like I said, you just need to get into the main vault in the lobby. Like I said, there's also going to be a party going on, so you might be able to sneak it. But once that vault gets popped, those doors are coming down. So you're gonna have to have a plan of some sort.
Right. Well,
So, I guess my first question, I just want to just to make sure that I get it that I get it correct. So, the vault is in the lobby? No.
It's
Is that
one of those kind of little split level situations, so you kind of have to go around a corner and then down half a floor, and it's buried in the actual foundations of the building. But to get to the main vault, yeah, the lobby.
you gotta get it? So yeah, so it's underground, but we're gonna get to the lobby. And the party is where?
Also in the lobby.
I see. So we need to go through the party. In some variety, whether we're doing it loud or not.
Yep, you can schmooze your way
Yeah.
in. You can, essentially disguise yourselves as, servers, like I mentioned in the opening narration, or you could just go in guns blazing and, fight your way through.
I mean, I figured if you were hiring the likes of me, you're expecting a little bit of claret to be hitting the carpet and not just the expensive bottles they bought.
I mean, on the other hand, like, if we want to actually make it, it might be a good idea to wait, because we will trigger the alarms no matter what. There will be a lockdown no matter what. That
True.
is inevitable.
True.
But why call attention to ourselves before we've hit the vault, right? It might be better for us if we hit it first to make sure that we can even get there.
Sonic looks at you like a wounded puppy, but senseless violence.
Listen, I'm all for that, you know. You can't do a 1917 revolution. We are killing some SARS, but at the same
Sounding like you're
time,
putting a lot of sense to the senseless violence, mate.
You'll turn and see Memo scratching with machete now. Look, you can't show weakness. A show of force will get some respect out of these guys.
they're never gonna respect you. Are you kidding me? These people are never gonna respect you. You are just, very, very upset that you got fired. I get it. You're never gonna get that respect back. Now, what I'm saying is, we wanna succeed at this thing. And yeah, we're gonna hurt them. But I'm just saying that while senseless violence against the corpos can be a lot of fun, and it is, we also can be a bit more strategic with it. Just my suggestion. If you guys want to senseless
for
violence, I have a lot
someone
of
who
speed
doesn't like
all over
being
my
a
body.
leader, I'm just saying, taking
I am
command,
always-
aren't we?
I am not taking command. I am having a discussion with my peers. This is horizontal organizing. Thank you.
Sonics, who has no positive stats in anything and 1 HP, sighs. All right, fine. We'll be like charismatic Ritzies or whatever until we go loud. Fine.
I love this system that it will spit out 1 HP characters on the regular.
I also want to point out that my knowledge is -3, so it could be that I'm just very stupid and what I'm suggesting is a dumb idea.
We are fully playing to find out. This is already going to be a complete mess.
We don't get to
I'm
decide
already
if this is
delighted.
stupid or not.
Oh,
The
yeah.
dice get to decide.
Oh, yeah.
The dice will know.
Love this for y'all. Okay.
So, seizing the means of the bread or whatever. Sonics puts their hand in the middle.
Pretty close. That's pretty good.
I managed to do some Googling while you were talking. Yeah.
Oh, I hate, but also 100% believe that Google still exists in this universe.
I did not read the lore section of this book, nor will I ever.
You're good. You're good.
Every lore is valid in this.
Make it up as we go.
Well, I'm gonna put my hand there. Let's do this. Let's do this for good old Kropotkin. Whoever that was. Never said that I read The Conquest of Bread. Just know it exists.
Yeah, sure, whatever. He puts his hand in.
Do we get like a little hands raised up in the air? We jump. There's a freeze frame, and then we go to.
There's a huge crowd cheer from the crowd behind you of the rest of the gang, who may or may not show up, depending on how successful you are, as we have a rotating cast here.
Wait, did we make a decision actually, or are we just cheering for cheering's sake? Did we actually decide whether to go to Ghost Placing or not?
It sounds like you're gonna go
Yeah,
quiet,
the sneaky route.
kinda quiet to begin with, and then once the vault is attacked, you might go loud.
Huh. Yeah.
At least that's what it sounded like to me,
That sounds
anyway.
good to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Who
I think
knows
we
if
should
any of
consult
us
this
will
memo,
actually
because
stick
I
to
think,
the
like-
plan now that there's pressure.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I think we should ask Memo because you were a corpo, so you know how these people seem and behave.
Well, I tried to say that, and then you said it doesn't matter what I think. So,
It didn't matter what you thought.
really, you had a whole diatribe how they're never going to respect me. So my idea
yeah.
of a show of force wasn't going to be good.
Well, no. My point with that was not that your ideas are bad. My point is that respect shouldn't be your target because we ain't getting that. But we're getting other things, and you have knowledge that is useful. So, why not? Why not contribute?
Just go and tell me, of all those colleagues, whose throat you want slit first, and then we'll go from there, innit? I mean, there's got to be some.
This is so
like, from
complicated.
accounting.
Let's just go steal a bunch of shit, please.
Okay, fine. But that's always on the table. If you run into like Janet or Jeff or whatever, just point him out. Yeah? Yeah.
You'll see Memo take a look down, his eyes a little sunken. Fucking Carl.
All right. Cole. Yeah.
Sorry to all the Carls in the
it
audience out
sounds
there.
like we.
Look,
Okay,
sorry,
it
Carl,
does
your name
sound-
is comedically funny in this scenario. I can't help that.
It does sound like we have a consensus, and I'm not gonna block the consensus.
All right.
So I think that we should probably go bust some heads.
All right. Okay. Just starting out loud then.
I only have a
Time's
shiv though.
Oh,
Hey.
you'll be
No.
fine. All right.
Yeah, I'll be okay.
So then let's go ahead and flash back to now.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right. So you have managed to infiltrate the party well enough that you did figure you have to wait a little bit until maybe people are a couple of drinks deep. But once you are all comfortable, all in position, the hit happens. Everybody at the party, sort of, like I said in the narration, thinks that, oh, well, this is just going to be, something great, something fun. And then they slowly realize as your gang sweeps in and starts targeting the various guards around the lobby, that no, this is not part of the holiday fun. This is, in fact, the least fun they're about to have, possibly in their entire rest of their lives. Can
I interject something real quick?
Yes, go for it.
Can I try and use a nano power right before everything kicks off to try and give us like any advantage afterwards?
Absolutely. What kind of nano power would you like to use?
I have the nano power of Swarm Trip. My mind is transferred into a flying swarm of bacteria for 10 minutes. I can move through any crack or hole, and you can see whatever the swarm sees, but not hear or interact with anything. If I get killed, the swarm dies, or I don't make it back, or excuse me, now the swarm doesn't die. If I get killed or I don't make it back to my body in 10 minutes, I'm stuck in the swarm forever.
Ooh,
That's
delightful.
why, that's why. I got the same mutation. Did you go to Dr. Cox for that? Pretty good.
Does cats have like the 4 different eyes monocles on the one side? They keep switching as he's operating. Yeah.
Yeah, he's a bit. Yeah. He's kind of very normie when you think about it.
Honestly, he was just kind of affordable. His reviews are middling, but I'm not dead, so hey.
Yeah, we are definitely alive.
Any street dog that you can walk away from,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would like to attempt to use that power just to see when there'd be like guards would be walking around
Yeah,
to like
absolutely.
help. Like just like the most effective point of like, all right, go now kind of thing.
Yeah, absolutely. And in fact, I will, from you using that power, I will actually cancel the initiative check that I was about to ask for, and say that y'all automatically get to go first.
Before that, because I want to be fair and see where the dice tell us to go. Do I not have to roll to see if the power works?
Yes, you do. Okay, thank you for that reminder. Yeah, go ahead and roll me a presence test. Your difficulty is 12.
It's a D20, right?
Yes, D20 plus your presence score.
So rolled an 11. My presence is +3, 14. Haha.
There you
Ooh,
go.
That's high. What?
All right, love that the first roll of the game is so good. All right, so yeah, that goes off. You did not trigger your infestation, which might come to later, but we'll figure that out. And you succeed in doing the thing. You guys get the perfect drop on this crowd. Even for the first couple of seconds, people don't realize what's going on because they just assume that you are other members of the corporate guard. And so they just kind of write you out of existence in your mind. If you've ever been to a party with rich people, you know how they can be. Like, if you are below their class, they just don't even see you. Until, they hear the first few pops, and some of the actual SecOps people around here start dropping like rocks. So, can I get just a general attack from each of you. We'll see how much resistance is left over, basically.
So, a thing I would specifically quite like to do.
Sure.
You mentioned that in the opening, there might be some wait staff like milling around, like serving the drinks and everything. And I'd love for Sonics to be one of those. And when heat starts going on, they pull like a mask over their face. Like, is it Payday?
Yes.
Where everybody's
Yes. Love that.
I have obsessed with masks on my little randomized thing, so I think that's the thing that they like to do.
Very appropriate.
And we're gonna go and find Carl on the party floor.
So Carl specifically, full beard, but it's like a tech beard, if you will. So like it's in the shape of a beard, but it's like wires, like gold inlay wire kind of thing. Slicked hair, like a very opulent kind of douche. Probably has some powder around his nose. Very lovely suit.
Perfect. I'll make my attack roll on Carl instead of on Prysek, but I'll let Blink decide where they want to go, where they want to be first.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So, Blink has entered here. She does not look like any kind of waiter. She just looks like a punk from the street. And what I would like to do, and Sheila, please tell me this too much. I would like to find a very large, rich dude, like a very big buff of a guy, jump on his back and ask him and take out my shiv and ask very quickly who would win in a fight, Teenage Werewolf or Bram Stoker's Dracula.
I love that.
And then and then you know, like could I do this as an attack? As in because I will take out my shiv. My attack will depend on this guy's answer.
Okay, that's exactly what I was about to ask. Is this about to become a hostage situation, or are you going to kill this guy?
Oh no!
What?
I will kill this guy if he
Okay.
says the wrong answer. And the wrong answer is, you know, it depends on the dice check.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, just go ahead and I'll go ahead and give him. Bram Stoker's Dracula.
So, I take up. Thank you. I take up. I'm like, wrong answer. Take out my shiv, and I am going to attempt to thrust it into his throat.
Okay, so that's going to be a strength test. DR 12 to hit. So strength plus a D20.
Oh, it says shiv says D3 damage.
Yes, if you
That's
hit.
if you hit.
Yeah, it'll deal D3 damage.
Oh! If I thought D3 was a dice.
It
You will,
is,
but you
it
gotta
is.
go in and land the attack first.
Okay, Mario, what you might need to do is bring up the cheat sheet. It's in Roll20.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
See where it says combat?
Where's combat? Oh, there it is, combat. Okay.
Yeah, combat
It's a-
test is what we're doing.
Okay, and it's a melee step strength, so it's a DR 12 with
So you're
my
rolling your
strength
d20
modifier.
and trying to beat 12. You add your strength to it.
Yeah, which is 1. So
Cool.
okay, let's go.
Ooh, not quite.
Did not quite
Oh,
get
that's
it.
a d12, not a d20.
Oh, hey. Well, there's the reason why it's in the dice jail.
Yeah, and it's plus and it's plus 1.
So, the DR is the difficulty rating. That's what you're trying to beat. You're actually going to be rolling a D20 plus 1. Does that make sense?
Oh,
There you go.
okay. Sorry, I'm not familiar with a lot of these words and terms.
All good.
You good?
Oh, wait, no. I
Yeah,
don't,
that's
hang
the
on,
D20.
hang
You
on.
got the
That's
D20.
fine. So you add your strength, which plus 1, so you got 11. So you missed it by 1.
So you don't manage to take him out on this first blow, but you do fairly threaten him with this. He's got a gash across his face now, and you are just spider monkeyed onto his back, and so you've got a good grip on this guy, which also manages to threaten a lot of the other employees around you because, let's face it, you just went straight for the biggest guy in their group and just sliced him for answering a wrong question about a movie. So you know.
I have some of his blood on my face, and I'm kind of grinning like an idiot.
All right, so let's find out what happens to Carl.
So for somebody with such terrible stats, Sonic's is like armed to the teeth with stuff. They have 3 hand grenades, 2 flashbangs, just too many things.
Not that guy.
So what I think we're gonna go and do is that we're gonna pass by Carl with the tray, with the martini glasses, the bottle of champagne, you know, and as we walk by Carl, we're gonna be sticking their hand into like an ice bucket, pulls out a grenade, and says, "Merry Christmas from Janet from accounting," and pulls the pin and stuffs it inside his jacket. So hand grenades are, I guess, a ranged weapon rather than melee.
Oh goodness, how did we run this the last time?
I honestly don't remember at this point.
It's been a hot minute. Because you just handed him the grenade, I'm actually not going to make you roll to hit because I feel like that is kind of like that's gonna happen. It's a grenade.
Is it a roll to get out of range since this thing hits D3 people?
Let's see. Yeah, go ahead and roll the D3 to see if it just gets him or if it gets a bunch of people.
Sure, that makes sense.
I am going to roll something. I know I just said at the beginning of this that...
Oh, did that fire? It did. Oh, it just hits one person.
So it's just going to be him if this works. Okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and roll a DR12 knowledge test to see if he realizes what he's just been handed. He does. So I'm going to make this a little bit spicier for you. So when you hand him this, he takes it like it's another like glass, meaning that he's now holding the spoon on this grenade. And is very quickly realized that, wait, that's not a glass. What is that? Oh. So now you just have this very, very scared tech-bearded bro holding a grenade, knowing that if he lets go, he's going to die.
I have said it's from regards of Janice from accounting. I don't know, like Sonics does not know if Janice from accounting actually exists. They're just, you know, they've maybe seen a movie about like a corporate, like sick circumstance, like a proper Wolf of Wall Street kind of thing. And their entire understanding of corporate structure is just from TV and movies. And there's always been a Janice from accounting. So Sonics assumes.
Can I do a knowledge check if there is a Janice from accounting?
Sure, if you'd like to, sure. This is a company where you used to work, so the DR is very low. It's an 8.
I got a 10, because let's say knowledge, right? So, fuck if I know.
There is, in fact, a Janice from accounting, actually. Just like I said, it's a very, very low DR. You worked for this company. It's a routine sort of a thing.
Hey, Memo, can you point me out Janice from accounting? Is she here?
Is Janice here?
So, Janice would actually not be here right now. She is too low ranking of a person to be here right now.
Which makes sense. She's like, I can't get into the fancy party. Well, I guess they'll just have to die instead.
Just get fucked.
It all comes together.
And Carl is just left standing there going, oh, I'm sorry for sending my report late. What do I do? Like absolutely shaking, like holding it with both hands. If he had not had his bladder removed for quick and speedy nourishment absorption, he would be pissing himself right now. But, you know, he's cybered up, so, you know, whatever.
I point and laugh.
Good. As you
It's
should.
just a smirk across Memo's face. Fucking Carl.
So, with the crowd subdued and the guards down here out of commission, it seems like Irma was absolutely correct. A couple of seconds after this attack popped off, all of the windows that you can see around you in the lobby, shutters came down around them that you are just fairly certain looking at them, nigh impenetrable. The only people who are going to be able to open those up are going to be the police when they arrive, which means that you need to take care of what you need to get done fairly quickly. In looking around, you spot the person in the dossier, who Memo would know, a rather, he's not actually charming, but he's that kind of person who tries to look like he's charming. Financial advisor by the name of Libby Bachner. He is the one with the data key, who is supposed to be able to get you into the ground floor vault. However, Memo, you as a corporate former employee, also know that he is not the one who actually holds the key. He is instead the one who uses the randomized software to decide who has it on a day-to-day basis, for security reasons.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go threaten me some Libby.
Alrighty. If you would like to know what the actual layout of this place is, give me just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
And we will pop this into the token layer for you.
Yes.
There you go. So, currently, Libby is... Oh, actually, I should probably put that on the map layer so that I'm not accidentally poking it every time I try to indicate something. There we go. So, Libby is currently kind of towards the back section over here. He was hanging out, trying to talk some person up next to the fountain at the back of the lobby space. So, as you head over there, he immediately recognizes you, Memo, and drops it. He was still holding onto his drink because, quite frankly, what are you going to do except get drunk when, terrorists take over your business? But he does, in fact, drop the drink into the pond and goes, "Hi, hey, Memo, how's it going? What's happening, man? Hey, how you doing?"
I will take my machete, hold it up to his neck.
Oh, yeah, okay,
Go.
all right.
Who has the key today, Libby?
Kind of nervously looks around. What? I mean, she's not here at the moment. It's after business hours, man. Like we always close the vault up.
I will slightly cut his neck, not to kill him, but like a shaving cut kind of scenario.
All right. It's Holly Jacqueline. It's Holly. Holly's the one with the key right now.
Okay, and are they actually not here? Where are they?
Give me a presence check. BR12.
Cool. Bam!
Oh no!
Wow! So 4 total, technically.
I mean, fair. Since the others of you are also seeing him do this, I will also allow you all to attempt this check.
Ooh, a thing that can be done.
Sure.
We haven't explained glitches
Ooh,
yet.
yes, we have not explained glitches. Thank you for the reminder. So glitches are part of the Merc-Borg system that allow you to do things like rerolls. Everybody starts off with at least one glitch, but your character sheet will tell you how many you have on a given day-to-day basis. They also allow you to do things like deal maximum damage on an attack, lower the damage you've just taken by d6, neutralize a crit or a fumble, and lower a test's DR by 4, but you have to use that one before you roll. So if you want to re-roll that, you can use one of your glitches here.
Yeah, I'll spend my
question.
one and... Yep, go.
Sorry, I have a question. I see a lot of references to D2 and D3. I had assumed those were dice, but there can't be dice that have only 2 or 3 sides.
So yes, those are dice. How that's handled is essentially, if it's a D2, you roll a D4 and then divide by half. If it's a D3, D6 and divide by half. Does that make sense?
Oh,
There you go.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
I guess also if you have a coin, you can just flip that for
I
D2.
mean, you could.
You were like sensible, God.
I understand.
To be fair, I do actually own a physical D1, which is a 3D printed Mobius loop. It's fabulous.
That's not a D1.
Yeah, because a Mobius loop only has one side.
Which means it only has one
Proper
number on
Mobius-
it.
Okay.
Yep. It's a
I mean-
twisted physical illusion, and if you run your finger along the side, it will only ever do a continuous loop. It's really cool. I'll show you later.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right?
Physics.
Yeah. So, if you want to do that reroll, you can feel free to, but also the other two people who are here,
What's the name of the person we're looking for?
Holly Jaclane.
Holy.
Holly Declane.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Memo. You can spend a glitch to reroll a dice roll, yours or someone else's. Since you only have the one glitch, and I actually currently have two, so I'm happy to spend one of my two glitches and let you reroll that without spending your resource.
Oh, I appreciate
one.
it. I will consider it a pep talk from you.
Yeah. I think masked Sonics is like, yeah, tell us where she's at, or we'll fucking kill you, or whatever.
+3. So
11 is
11.
not 12. But that's not a crit fail, so you know what? We take those.
all that means is I don't know if Jaclane is here.
Correct.
Right?
Correct. But you do see that he is squirming. So you can tell that something is wrong. He's not being honest about something.
Can I interrogate him?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Step aside, Memo. Hey, what's his Memo? What's this guy's name? What's this dude's name?
Libby.
Libby, baby, you're looking amazing. Where the fuck is the key? I have a shiv. Where the fuck is the key? I run my shiv like kind of like gently, like one might say tenderly, like on his chin. Where is it? Where's the key, baby?
So now that both of you are working on him, go ahead and give me an attack roll. But I'm going to lower the
Attack roll.
difficulty to a 10 instead.
Okay, so what number dice?
So
D20 again.
D20. And you're aiming for a 10.
20, and with my strength modifier, right?
Correct. I'm not necessarily going to have you do actual damage, but this is just to try and scare the answer out of him.
Just emotional damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn.
Oh.
8 out of 20.
So a little too
not
sensual.
very
You might have gone a little too sensual with that.
He slowly crosses his legs while on the ground.
A little bit.
I'm too hot.
He's kind of you've unlocked a kink for Libby Bachner.
Oh, fucking damn it. It's no
Bullshit unlock. He pays for this on the weekend.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god.
If you have something else you'd like to attempt to kind of tease the answer out of him, please do so.
We've tried everything and we've tried nothing and I'm all out of ideas.
Cassie, unless you have something specific in mind, I have a next step that I'd probably take.
I think if everybody is now focusing on this knife play that is occurring in the middle of the Christmas party,
Yeah.
Sexual knife play.
Sonic tries to leave the room while people are currently paying attention, not paying attention. So I don't know whether that would be on exit. Sonic's then rolls one of the two flashbangs into the room, but let's see if we actually escape the room first.
So as you are heading out of the room, are you heading to a specific place? Like, are you heading to where the vault is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna try and because it feels even with the Sonic's limited knowledge and imagination, they're like they're not just going to only put guards in this room and nowhere else.
Oh yeah, no, of course not.
Yeah.
So the vault is, I'm going to call it this structure right here. So
Cool. Could you ping that again for me, please?
yes, of course. There's a couple different ways to get there. You can either head towards this front wall through this kind of back office over here, or you can kind of go. Oh wait, no, excuse me. That location is actually a secondary balconied area thing. So yeah, there is the one way to get to the vault. As you head in that direction, can you please give me a presence check? I'm going to call this a DR10.
Ooh, a presence check. Okay. Yeah, I will make that presence check at -3.
Oh god.
I was expecting agility, but I understand. -3.
See.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. No, you are laser focused. Which is amazing timing on this piece of music. You're not going to have to, like, you are sneaky enough on your own because of everything that's going on right now that you don't have any trouble getting out. But I was trying to see if you would notice something on the way out. Interesting.
I do not notice something, but I would, like, if I do manage to get to that door, Sonics is going to absolutely just go roll a flashbang in there.
Oh my goodness.
As they leave.
Okay. So we are to assume that some of the other members of your group are also kind of following along with you. This is to make sure that
I wanted to do something before we left.
Yeah. No, like
for sure.
The rest of the gang. You're talking about the rest of the gang. My bad.
Yeah. No,
the flashbang is dramatist's flashbang that can go off when tonally appropriate for the conversation going on here.
I'm just kind of creating a backdoor for myself in case things go very wrong in this room.
I got mirror. I'm wearing mirror shades, flashbangs. It's fine.
Nice. So you head around to the vault location, and this place is swanky enough that on its outside, it actually looks like a classic style giant circular bank vault. But you know from looking at building plans that, in fact, it is kind of like this. Behind that, there is the hyper-complex, modern-style sliding doors built into layers of concrete with, laced with rebar and all that sort of fun stuff. So it is modernly secure, but it looks real pretty.
I was on the committee to help get that look. It was great.
You decided the brass instead of the copper.
Very stylish.
Old stuff just looks better. I can't help it.
Yeah.
So, how do we open this?
So if that's all set up to go, Memo would like to drag Libby up, hold the machete to his neck, presented to the crowd of, "Oh, Holly, if you're here, it's time to come up and join us. You have 10 seconds, or Libby."
No, we're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you. Just want your help. I might be lying. Doesn't really matter.
The longer you take to come join us, the more guests I'm going to behead.
Do you want me to get started? Do you want me to shift somebody? Do you want me to, like, I can...
I mean, I'm giving them 10 seconds, and if she's not here in 10 seconds, Libby's head is going to come off.
Cool.
So,
and then the shiving starts, my friends.
So, the audience is somewhat quiet for a few seconds, and then you see a woman towards the back get elbowed, and she begrudgingly stands up. This presumably is Holly Jaclane. She is kind of wearing a pantsuit made of, like, what would in this time period be considered nicer sort of polyester material. It's not as nice as most of the people at this party, so you can tell that she's maybe not as affluent as everybody else here, but she steps forward and kind of unruffles the collar of her coat and says, "I'm Holly Jaclane, at your service." And she actually even holds out a business card to you, Blinks, and Holly Jaclane, financial advisor for Takanomi Corporation.
That's really cool, Holly. Do you have your ID on you, which you would have if you were able to get into this party?
Yes, I do.
And can you confirm you have the vault key today?
I do, in fact, have the vault key today.
Lovely. If you'd please join us towards the vault.
Have I seen the ID, by the way? I'm worried that the person that elbowed her might be the real Holly.
Yes, it is hanging from one of her pockets. It is, in fact, Holly Jaclane.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, good. There.
Memo will toss Libby to Blanks and go, "You can have some fun if you'd like." And escort Holly to the vault.
Very well.
Libby looks at me expectantly, and I sneer at him.
You couldn't
not into
afford
that.
me.
No, it's more that like that was not my intent. I was trying to be threatening. Get off me.
You're too hot. We've already established that.
Well, I am too hot. I don't do it on purpose.
It just comes natural.
Just comes
I
natural,
mean,
man.
feel free to vent. Is all I'm saying. This is your moment.
I don't.
Shiving is very
We're here to do a
cathartic.
revolution. We're here to make Kropotkin proud, whoever he was.
So while we leave Libby with Blinks to have her way with him,
No, I don't want it.
You don't have to. I was just offering to shoot the shit out of him,
I
but
mean,
you don't have
yeah.
want to. It's fine too.
out of your way can mean a lot of things.
He tries to get close to me. Can I kick him?
Oh, absolutely, yes. I'm
Do
not
you
even
do
gonna
a
make
check
you
for
roll for
that?
that. Yeah, no, you just
Oh, okay, cool. I kick him. I give him what the kids call a dead leg, where you knee somebody in the thigh so hard that
Ooh.
it makes them kind of wobbly in their leg and he falls to the ground.
Oh yeah, you dead leg this guy and he just goes to the floor. If you get the feeling that if you'd hit any higher, he might be singing as a tenor soon. But you know, tenor's high for men, right? I'm not a singer, but anywho.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's one.
How would I know?
Okay. So, are you going to follow after everybody else, or are you going to stick around here to kind of make sure that nothing funky happens?
Nah, I'm gonna follow the rest. Whatever.
Okay, fair enough. Then you leave some of your crowd here to kind of manage the hostages for the time being, and you all head towards the vault.
I think at that point, when the other two plus Holly leave the party floor, Sonics is like, well, all right then, and throws the flashbang in behind them.
Fair enough.
I think now is the good time for it to go off.
Then as you all exit the room, the flashbang goes off, and there is a communal scream from the various Illuminati. Illuminati? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call them. They're the financial
Sure, the
people.
Illuminati is also here.
Yeah.
They were invited.
I mean, like I said, huge financial institution. It's a thing.
Does Carl drop the grenade is the important question.
I believe he does, yes. And Carl is no more. There is the you hear the melodious sound of Carl's scream getting cut off in the middle of that.
Surprisingly, no one's really upset. Everyone kind of hated Carl.
kind
He
of a
was
douche. All right.
I feel so much better.
Again, sorry to all real Carls. It's not your fault.
Just that Carl. If you are that Carl, then you have things to resolve in your own life that we cannot solve for you.
You should make some life decisions, buddy. So, as you are walking her over, the name was kind of kicking around in your head, Memo, but now that you've kind of attached the face to the name of Holly Jaclane, you vaguely remember that, she's actually too low level of an employee to have been at this party. Do with that information what you will.
So,
Not impossible, but it is.
I think
odd.
if she has the key to the vault, I don't know if I'm going to worry about it all that much.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Sonic's kind of semi-jogs up to this big wheeled vault door and is all like, all right, I'm gonna get us in here. With their -1 strength, grabs onto one of those kind of, I imagine it has that kind of ship steering wheel, spoke handles around the outside, just grabs onto one and is like, yeah. To absolutely no avail. Quick cuts of them pulling out their knives and trying to wedge it open, gnawing on one of the handles. None of this is working.
I think you'll see Memo in the background try to stop him because he knows that's just a facade. It doesn't actually do anything.
Right.
They seem to be having a good time. It's fine.
Not the gremlin. So I think while this is happening, one of your folks kind of escorts Holly over to the keypad where she swipes her ID, and while still gnawing, the front facade swings open.
Suspended in the air just as the door moves. Yeah.
Like holding on to it, you're that much of a waif that like just didn't turn at all. The front door opens, then Holly steps forward, and there is that kind of like very sci-fi face scan from the hidden camera towards the top of the actual doors, and you get a nice, lovely Holly Jaclane. Identity confirmed. And the doors slide open with a nice, like, hissing air swish that we would all recognize from various Star Blank sci-fi series. And inside is just the rack of servers. How are you going to go about this at this point?
I definitely not a hacker. I guess since you're able to use nanotech, you might be more hacking inclined. We may need to re-roll our characters to use a euphemism for somebody who maybe is more tech
I mean,
inclined.
look, the goal is to wipe out the debt. Like, can I just have a knowledge roll to see if I have someone's access to just get in there and hit delete?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
The question is, if we just destroy this, are there backups, right?
Yeah.
And there might be.
So let me see. What's the rating?
I'm gonna make it an 8 for you.
Cool. Fucking hell!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
You know what? I'm gonna use my glitch now. Screw it.
Go for it. Go for it.
You know what? Not a crit fail. Perfectly fine.
I told you, Roll20 hates me. I
Did you say that
strictly
you saw
won't.
colors when the dice betray you? It might be time for a new era.
Different shade of red. Okay.
Yep.
Okay,
there you go.
okay.
So
you know what? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you rack your mind trying to remember who you might have stolen credentials from at some point that would allow you to get into this, and then you realize that, like, wait a minute, like, are these even like the correct servers to go after? Like, will this actually wipe everything out? I'll let you go from there. Hello, Captain Hurricane. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
It's the video games' fastest hedgehog, even faster than that one. Hello.
Greetings to my fellow captain.
Hey,
When you were
idiot.
both in the chat at the same time, I'm like, wait, how do I address either of you?
We've resolved that when we're both there, I'm comic, he's captain.
Right, okay.
No.
So, which one are we whacking then?
Well, I'm a heavy tech. I don't have any like specific tech abilities, but I like computers. I'm not necessarily good at them, but I like them. So
Yeah, you can always take
how
a crack at
about
it.
how about I take a crack at it? I go to the nearest terminal. I like sit down. I put my index fingers to the sides of my head, like I'm fucking Professor Xaviering this shit, and trying to think about it. And I guess a knowledge check.
Yes, indeed. This one is going to
So
be
what do I
12.
roll?
That's going to be a D20,
D-
and your challenge rating is a 12. So you're trying to meet or beat
Yeah.
a 12.
And I have -3 knowledge. Let's go.
Let's
Right.
go. So you need
Hell yes!
you need a 15. You got a
Let's
25 or
go!
no, 30% chance of succeeding. Not with that though.
I start typing really fast. I press enter, and then I turn around and I'm like, I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just type characters into this.
All these numbers
Yeah,
add up to boobs.
We're a bunch of regular geniuses, isn't it? All right.
very smart at a lot of other things.
You know,
on
it
the same
occurs to
kind
me.
of. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, it occurs to me, Holly, access the numbers, please.
She kind of sighs and heads over and sort of logs into the system under her own access codes. Also, hello, Hunter of Goblins.
Everybody's here.
You're having a good day today.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she's logged in.
Yeah, she logs in and then steps back and says, "Go ahead, do whatever you're trying to do. It's not like they don't have cameras on us at this point."
That's true.
Doesn't matter to me. I have auto camo. They can't see me.
Nice.
I'm just an amorphous blob to them. Actually, I'm a nice suit that has no face.
Yeah.
The true corporate dream.
Wow.
I
That's
mean,
nice. I just have a big jacket.
Holly, I mean, you know, if I figure that since you're aiding and abetting, you know, domestic terrorists and that, you're probably not long for the corporate chopping block. So, have you considered like crime? Big smile.
She kind of taps her longer fingernails on her jacket's, like her suit jacket, and they tap nonetheless, even though this is a fabric. So you can tell that she's had some hardware installed. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of got out of that life.
I mean, it's more interesting than financial crime, innit?
Yeah, but I don't really want my ex-husband to have any extra excuse to come at me.
Oh my god. Did you?
Well, okay.
They immediately start gossiping. Oh my god, were you dating like Presec? Oh my god. Pig fucker.
Oh my god. Can we focus?
We are having
Holly. Holly, you seem like an intelligent woman. Have you heard of Pyotr Kropotkin? I can see that you haven't.
Yeah, she kind of
So
like
he
makes
was a
this like
Russian
squinty
guy.
eyes face, like, what? Who the hell?
So he was a Russian guy, and he wrote that wouldn't it be dope if everybody could eat the bread? But for everybody to eat the bread, everyone would need to have the bread, and everyone doesn't have the bread right now, do they, Holly? And why is that? Well, because instead of paying for bread, they're paying for this. I'm waving at the server racks. They're paying for all this nonsense. And wouldn't it be great if little Timmy from 37th Street could have a little bit of bread? Eh? A little bit.
You're not.
You know? Just
I don't like the way
he
you're
don't
making
go
fun
hungry.
of my accent, Blink.
I'm not making fun of your accent. I don't know what I'm doing.
Two questions.
Yes.
Now that we have general access, I guess this means that somebody can go and actually like move some files around. Also,
Yes.
how Windows 95 is this computer interface?
Oh, it's not even 95. We're talking like Windows 2. It is very basic, like blue background screen, gray letters, whole deal. Like this is incredibly basic. Like they basically are just still running like the first version of Excel essentially. It's very good at
I know that I did not intend to be making fun of your accent. I'm sorry. That was not
fine.
intentional or conscious at all.
You're good,
My
you're
accent's just shift. It's just what happens.
all good.
No, it's fine. Wandering accent syndrome is a real problem.
I speak 3 languages.
Oh, yeah.
I've lived
That
in
makes it a lot
Seoul.
worse.
If
It's
wandering
gonna
accent
happen.
syndrome persists longer than 3 hours. So I like the idea of this like financial spreadsheet that's
Yes.
been pulled up, and we just start replacing data like as Blink starts explaining
absolutely.
her understanding of the conquest of bread. We're like badly dictating
yeah.
that into the spreadsheet, replacing the data.
Can I try to convince Holly that this is actually super based and she should join the revolution?
Mario Caster does not normally have a London accent. Oh, interesting. But anyway, So yes, like you can see like you're making sense to her, and she has a background in crime, so she gets it, but also like still has kind of that concern in the back of her mind, like there was a reason why she shifted from one career to another. But on that note, as you are going through the servers, like you have multiple people working on it at this point, you're able to kind of spread that access around to multiple terminals, you're actually starting to make some headway. One of your people does find something and say, hey, what's this I'm seeing in here about backup servers? Oh, right, these are the servers we do all of our day-to-day business on, Holly says. If you're trying to make a sort of a long-term change, you're going to have to hit the servers on, I think it's floor 18. It's the one right below the penthouse. I never go up that far.
So these are not the extra servers that we need.
Well, yeah, I mean, you'd have to hit both.
It's half.
Yeah.
Well, that's. I mean, in that case.
You know what? We're going to go upwards anyway, so we're all just having a stop on the field trip. It'll be fine.
Yeah, fuck this server then. Sonics goes over to like the main. I'm thinking like a big chunky power cable that's from the wall to these servers. Goes and takes out 2 of their too many throwing knives and just actively starts hacking at that cable.
Dope. So you're able to cut through that cable fairly quickly. Is there something else you want to do to these servers to kind of get rid of this data, or are you just going to turn them off, basically?
Do you have a spare grenade?
I have 2 more grenades, yes. More than happy to disconnect, throw a hand grenade or 2 into the room as we leave.
You gotta think action movie, you gotta play the same rules as that.
It is action movie rules.
Okay, sick. You're gonna go and need to go and wear these, Holly. I think we established that Blink has mirror shades. Does Memo have shades on underneath the auto camo?
I want to say that when I was trying to convince Holly, like about the goggles of red, I was definitely like very coolly taking my shades down and looking her in the eye, like, come on, like I'm a cool.
I'm just, handing out spare shades for those who don't already have them. So when we're going to take it up here. I'm just handing out spare shades. So for the folks that don't already have them. So then when we leave and the explosion happens behind us, it's like fucking sick or whatever.
Very important.
So like, take the damn shades, Memo.
I would love to judge you for this, but as a former corpo, how we come off is very important, and this is good.
Yeah. Blue sky thinking or whatever. Giving another pair to Holly.
Just think how good it'll look on the security footage.
Ooh, yeah, that's true. And Holly begrudgingly takes this pair of mirror shades from you and just kind of like, well, I guess I'm in this deep.
I mean, it's not like we're letting you go. We're going to need you for the other server, so...
Right.
Don't worry, if you're still a hostage, it's fine. To the elevator.
A request, whoever dies first gets to be Holly.
Okay, fair enough.
Character.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I throw... Is this a 1 or 2 hand grenade gig, Sheila?
I'm gonna allow it to be a 1-hand grenades gig, because action movie rules. If you hit anything hard enough, it will explode. Because everything's made of explodium.
Isn't it Die Hard 4 where they program the computer to explode if you hit the delete key?
Yes.
So like, yeah. What? But yeah, we throw a hand grenade in there. The like big heavy metal brass wheel winds back in place.
We get a delightful action shot of like, cuts back and forth between the grenade, bounce, closing door, back to the grenade, second bounce, further closing door, third bounce, it lands. We get an extreme zoom in to a timer on the side of the grenade for some reason. And as it ticks down to 0, the door shuts, and we just get a whoop from behind it. And then a secondary whoop as like all of the servers just go up in sequence. All right. And unless everybody or anybody has something else to do here, it sounds like y'all are headed for your next floor, heading up towards the secondary servers. Is that correct?
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, it's about 20 minutes early, but I'm going to go ahead and call us to a break right here because it's going to be a convenient time to do that for me. Because, you know, let's face it, you're going to be in an elevator for a little while. So, we...
Bum, 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 bum,
Oh, you're going to have fun. So, we're going to go for a 5-minute break or so. I know the timer's going to say something shorter than that, but, you know, I'm gonna say 5. And we will be right back at 1:45 Eastern Time. Yep. Okay.
See you all in a bit.
Yay!
See you soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. We are just rejoining our group for Cyborg. We're going to go into kind of the back half of the session for the day. For those of you who missed out on the first part of this, we have like starting from the left on the screen, Captain Comic Geek,
Ahoy, hoy.
Maru DeCinco,
Hello.
and the Neon Caster.
Hi, contestants.
All here playing with me today. This is our 5th Saturday, so we do something a little bit weird, a little bit different from the rest of our normal broadcasts, and today we're playing Cyborg for Holidays in July-BORG, where we're giving the gift of financial freedom to a whole bunch of people as long as we can successfully navigate our way to the second set of servers in this tower. So, you have gotten together with a whole bunch of your gangoons and gotten into the primary data vault, the day-to-day operation vault on the ground floor. And, you know, it was up to somebody who you met at the actual Takanomi Tower that you have attacked to remind our former corpo here that there are, in fact, 2 server farms. I'm not going to hold it against you. You were mostly wheeling and dealing, getting people to invest, all that sort of stuff. You didn't care about the long-term stuff. That's not your problem.
Also, we were doing a lot of drugs.
I mean, yeah.
Fancy drugs.
Yeah.
The stuff we saw. Ooh, scratches my neck.
And we are now on the elevator up. As you, the numbers tick upwards, 5, 6, 7, 8. Suddenly the elevator stops at floor 9, which is weird because you had pushed the button for floor 11 where you were supposed to transfer over.
Oh, can I interject something real quick before we get there?
Sure, go for it.
Going back to the note that Holly is too low status to be in this party.
Mm-hmm.
Not caring about it in the moment, but now since we're waiting on this elevator,
Sure.
just, you know,
Sure.
jamming out. So like just turn to Holly and go, did you get promoted recently?
No, I did not. I just kind of begged my way into a party invitation to avoid Mon. He was being really pushy about wanting to have dinner and try and rekindle things, but I'm past that, you know?
Yeah. And you thought pushing your way into a party opposed to, I don't know, calling a private security force would be the way to go?
I mean, the business always has their private security force on property. I figure, you know, probably the best place to be when you have someone who's being a little too insistent on continuing a relationship you're done with. Probably somewhere public, you know?
Well, I guess your relationship problems is our game, so
Yeah.
that works out then.
Yeah, I guess.
And we seem to be running a bit of a side hustle on removing annoying social contacts in people's lives. I mean, you have seen the previous work that we have done with Carl, so you've seen our portfolio. We do have a wide variety of other demonstrations on HoloVid if you would like to see other examples of our work.
I love that you have taken this aspect of the job as like, oh, I'm going to become a little more corporate myself. To advertise.
Hey, you know, you gotta hustle to go get that next bowl of ramen. You know what I mean?
You got to have multiple income
You
streams.
You gotta organize your violence. That's what I always say. You gotta.
The gig economy in Psy is intense. Yeah.
You know, the gig. I mean, we don't even call it the gig economy anymore in the insane future year that we live in. We just call it the economy.
Yeah, well, you know, that's just how it works now.
It's all freelancer based. It's how it always will be.
So as you're having this conversation, trying to pitch this, concept to her, like, you actually can see, like, she's not opposed to it, but there's definitely a comment of like, well, I mean, he's pretty chromed out. You'd have your work cut out for you. And about then is where you hit that floor 9 stoppage that I mentioned before.
We do actually have a name. It's called the X removal server, and then the thing judges to a halt at floor 9.
I will
Holly,
say,
what
Holly,
gives?
just before we keep going, just gonna say, if you help us out, we can help you out with this. This is what Peter Kropotkin called mutual aid.
All right. So, as the
I haven't read that book either.
all good. As you arrive at floor 9, the doors open to reveal an office space. And this looks much more like a normal, standard kind of corporate office space than you were expecting. You were trying to get up to like Memo, where you had previously worked, which is kind of the executive offices. Everybody has their own private rooms. Everybody has a nice desk. Secretaries, all of that sort of fun stuff. This is just your standard average cubicle farm. So you instantly recognize that you are far too low. And kind of put 2 and 2 together. You haven't seen that much resistance so far, other than the guards that you were able to very quickly take out in the lobby. And if you hadn't realized that, oh wait, okay, so floor 9 is where the regular offices stop. Floor 11 is where kind of the executive offices begin. They're probably trying to stop us from getting there. And if you hadn't kind of come to that realization yourself, then the bullets that begin flying in the direction of the elevator as its doors open probably would have put you in the right mindset.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Get to the deck.
By the way, how is music volume for everybody? Because I have it limited.
Pretty good.
Okay, good.
Okay, it's good now. I couldn't hear it before, but I can hear it now.
Yeah, I just kicked it in, but I wanted to make sure that we were we had a decent volume that we could still talk over. So.
Yee.
Okay. So, let me go ahead and I will drop the map over on this one, just because I want to give you an idea of places that you can hide and all of that sort of fun stuff.
Can you move the map to the right of the screen because it's overlapping with the avatars?
You have control over that. You can kind of zoom and scroll and all that sort of fun stuff.
Wait, how do I... Hang on, select move. No.
So if you go into settings,
Okay.
then you can go down to... I believe it's... Is it text chat option? No, it's audio and video. And then select for player video avatar size, names only. That's the easiest way to get rid of it.
Oh, perfect.
There you go.
Good.
Okay, so... Let's see. The elevator is going to be in this kind of zone in kind of the bottom right of this map. Can all of you see my pings?
I'm not seeing a ping right now.
You might be on the wrong layer.
I am, in fact, on the wrong layer. I apologize for that. There we go.
Gotcha.
There we go. Yeah, that's the elevator.
Got it.
Yep. So
Okay.
there is an initial hail of gunfire that comes from this doorway here. What would you like to do? They have essentially already taken their turn because they were laying in wait. You see, just kind of around the corner, a whole bunch of just very, very jackbooted, very riot police-looking, security officers trying to take cover behind the doorway.
I have 1 hand grenade and 1 flashbang left, folks.
Okay.
What's your flavor?
Well, okay, before we do that, I also have the Swarm Trip power, and I want to see if maybe there is something right behind them that we can hit that will I don't know, cause a little flash or explosion, and so I want to kind of move with my flying swarm of bacteria, kind of through. Can I ping? Is that pinging something I can do?
Yes.
So if you press and hold left click somewhere, you ping the screen.
Okay, I'm thinking that the guys are here, right? That's where they are. I'm thinking that if I become, the flying swarm, I could go kind of this way. I mean, not that they would hit me if they could, and then see if here around in this corridor there's something that we can, I don't know, point your stuff at.
Grenades
because I only have a shield.
Sure. Makes sense.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a test to see if how that power goes off. This is going to be a presence DR12.
Yeah. So what do I roll? What dice?
D20.
D20 and presence. Presence is 0.
Okay, that's fine.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go! Yay!
Nice. Welcome. Done. All right, so you send
In the
your
blink of an eye.
swarm out. Your body goes slumped against the wall of this elevator, kind of tucked into a corner where they can't hit it. As you fly by, because you can see through the swarm, you just can't like smell, hear, or anything like that. Is that correct? If I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's just C.
Okay.
Yeah, you can move through any crack or hole. You can see whatever the swarm sees, but not hear or interact with anything.
So you send this swarm out. They like a few of them kind of swat at the bugs, just absent-mindedly as you pass by, and you see, a vending machine, like a whole group of them, kind of tucked into this corner over here. One of which has an advertisement for a popular drink brand called Nitro, that has a warning label on the side of it that says contents under extreme pressure. Do not operate around open flames.
I was gonna joke being like, you look around the corner and see a red barrel, but you've given me that anyway.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
Love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, who's thirsty?
All right.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, just
Can I go
don't
back to
do
my
a
body to
thing.
communicate this? Can I go?
Yeah.
I go back to my body to communicate this to people.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
Okay,
you
cool.
only flew a little while. You can come back almost instantly from that.
Right. So, behind those jerks, there are some vending machines that might make a very nice explosion. So, Sonics, what do you got? Can you roll something over there that can do a little pop and a little crackle?
Like Sonic. I like this. Sonic's blinks in confusion. Explosive soda? Does it have like pop rocks in it or whatever? It's not important.
Look, sometimes you need an extra
pressure,
kick to get through the workday, all right? Don't judge us.
No. Mate, they got nitro in there. That shit's gonna blow. I once saw a Gangoon torn clean in half by a nitro explosion.
All right, bet. And pulls out the last remaining hand grenade. Yeah, no, I think we NBA Jam slam dunk it in there. Sonics leaves the elevator to full
Amazing.
body tackle the
All right.
All right, fair
Just
enough.
roll it. Okay, sure.
So I am gonna ask you to roll some defense here. So let's see the Gangoons. Go ahead and roll me an agility DR12 test, please.
Ooh,
So they don't-
well, as a Forsaken Gangoon, all presence and agility tests are at -2 DR, so that's
Ooh.
to beat a 10. And fortunately, since it's an agility, it's just a flat. It's just a flat roll, mercifully. My only 2 stats. I still fail it though. I will spend my last glitch
Okay.
to re-roll that because I would quite like this one to go through, and then after that, if I die, I die.
Fair enough.
Worse.
So what I will tell you.
Hate us.
What I will tell you is that the grenade is going to sail out over their heads as this occurs, but we do need to find out how badly you are hurt. So they do hit you. Go ahead and roll me a d6 to see how badly they hit you.
Well, okay. If it's just a 1, I fall unconscious. Otherwise, I explode in a shower of
Well.
blood.
Let's find out. It's 2.
Shower of blood, baby. Okay, cool.
Oh my god!
If I may, because I think we're describing our own deaths feels
Yeah.
appropriate here.
I will tell you, these guys, just to kind of give you an idea, these are the front ranks. They are low on the totem pole. They only have automatic 9mm pistols. So there you go. Add that to your narration.
I think Sonic's barges out of the elevator and starts running towards the vending machine and gets like popped once in the shoulder and spins to the side. And as they like spin, they had their arms folded across their chest, and the gang goons now see the grenade that they were holding as the body flops through the doorway into the entrance.
Ooh, lovely. So does the grenade roll, or are you gonna pop kind of in the doorway?
I think I pop in the doorway.
Okay, excellent.
If that's within range of the vending machine,
Oh,
absolutely.
for sure. So you go off, and it throws them back, and then they get ragdolled. Just absolutely as you hear, like, this... I don't know how to describe it other than a wet explosion. If you've ever seen or heard an actual, like, gas explosion on a movie set, that's kind of what we're going for. It's not just a boom, it's a whoomph, as the vapor from these now cracked soda cans just goes off. And the survivors among you, your noses are filled with a zesty orange lemon scent.
Oh, I missed that. Oh, it's been so long.
God.
It's
Nice
horrifyingly
and
delicious.
though. It is horrifyingly delicious. You know what? This is not how I expected it to go through, but we got there.
Yeah, well, you know.
I was able to stay awake for 5 nights on this stuff one time. Made one hell of a deal.
Holly says, since I have now immediately re-rolled my character, oh, well, I was actually kind of looking forward to taking up that X removal service. Anyway, rolls up sleeves. The left arm is entirely made of metal.
So to give you some behind-the-scenes information about Holly, and you can feel free to stick with this. You can feel free to do something
No, please,
else. Yeah.
tell me.
So she was absolutely telling the truth. She was trying to avoid her like way over-cybered ex-corp cop husband, Manja Klain. She begged, borrowed, and like blackmailed her way into this party, essentially to keep essentially under the watchful eye of the corporate security, which has now turned on her for obvious reasons. She always has a thick paperback in one of her pockets. She's an avid reader, so feel free to make use of that narrative item at some point if you want to, if it becomes important. I love narrative use of items like that, so yeah. She is, and yeah, just not happy to be here at this point. That's what I've got, and you can add whatever spice you want to that.
Cool, into it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think she dressed for the party, so she's in heels. Walks into that front hallway. Immediately, there are some. There's like spattered gangoon over her faux boutons. Great. Well, again, still better than the dinner with the ex-husband.
Yeah, well, you know. So
Dibs on Sonic's cut. Dibs. I call dibs.
fair. So, this first wave in this area has been dealt with. The hallway in this area is kind of charred. There are bits of guard kind of strewn about. They're very cheap armor, because again, these were the low men on the totem pole. Has been just blown apart. It's gross. It's a mess. As you proceed around into this hallway, there is an open sort of section of glass window in this zone right here that you can see more guards further into the various cubicle farms that are kind of the more empty sections further up, well, north, I'm going to say, in the map, are actually dominated by. So I'm going to need agility tests there from everybody to see how well you are able to get past that sort of open window section and post up on the other side.
Remind me, did any of the guards die near where we're going through?
Yes, and in fact, if you wanted to pick
Okay.
up one of their weapons, it is a 9mm pistol.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wanted to ask if I could pick up one of the weapons,
Yes,
please.
absolutely.
We should
Thank
probably
you.
all arm ourselves. Cool. Good plan.
Wait, I don't
There's
understand. Are you playing Holly now? I'm kind of.
I am. The way that this works is that if you die, you just roll a new character and then you get stuck back in like it's an extra life.
Oh no, but wait.
We decided
Holly was
he's
an
going to
NPC.
roguelike into Holly. So yes, he's Holly now.
Oh, okay. That's why I was confused because I understand the constant rolling of characters. I just didn't understand that you could play as an NPC, as a previously NPC.
I mean, why
good.
not?
All
We
good.
decided to befriend her, so I figured why that makes the character.
Oh no, I know.
generation
I
easier.
just that just confused me.
You're good. You're
Yeah,
good.
we're
sorry to
having
be
some cheeky
confusing.
fun with it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. I'm just confused by it. If that makes any sense.
No, I get you. Hey, maybe if we find another friend, we have a. I like that's how
Yeah.
we get our backup characters.
We just befriend people.
We just collect NPCs as backup characters.
What is this, Persona?
I mean,
I'm pretty sure there's a board for
Persona
that.
where we all immediately picked up bloodstained pistols and we're like, yes, good.
Oh, goodness gracious. So,
We are running across. Well, Holly, having rolled as +3 agility, she is
Ooh.
actually very competent.
well, dang. Okay.
1d20 plus 3. 19.
Yeah, that handily beats the 12.
Does Blink want to go next?
So what dice do I roll? Sorry, it's a D20, yeah?
Plus your
Plus your
agility.
agility.
20 plus 0 with agility. Let's go! Yahoo!
Nice.
Beats 12.
Uh-huh.
And here goes Memo taking up the rear.
Ooh.
Apparently, literally taking up the Keekster. Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna eat some lead here, buddy.
Cool.
Go ahead and roll a d6 for me. So how much HP did you start with? Oh, silence.
Oh, sorry. 6. Start with 6.
Oh, you managed to stay alive. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, you take a goodly hit here, but yeah, you are still alive. You are bleeding, but truly an action hero now. You know, you've taken a couple hits. You had to walk through some glass. It's all good.
Oh, fuck, that hurt. Why do they make it look so easy to get shot in the movies?
Mean. So as you are proceeding down the hallway, you can hear the elevator kind of making its next few trips back in the back as more of your folks come upstairs. But you are now right around here in the building.
Any stairs on this floor that we can use?
So yes, knowing at least the basics of the ground plan here, you already know at this point that your ground plan for the building is not 100% accurate, but if it's accurate enough, there should be a set of stairs further up here, next to, you know, these offices right up here. So you just need to kind of cross this open area of cubicle space. Peeking out around the sides, you can see that there are a number of, you know, just very generic SecOps, with a couple of more complex, better armored United Citadel security operatives. Just kind of acting as leadership.
We might be a little bit outgunned here.
How many of them are there?
If I say enough, no, realistically, if you want a specific number,
Roughly.
let's go ahead and say 2 squads of 3 SecOps, led each by an actual security op. So 8 people in total, 2 leaders, 6 underlings. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
All right. It's been a bit rusty since my old runner days, but still know how to use a firearm, and we have a little bit of cover, she says, pressing herself against this corner here. You know, pistol up, very spy fiction. Does anybody have any opening plays? This character, unsurprisingly, does not have explosives on them.
I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna run and gun. That's my opening play.
Heck yeah.
Wait, before you do that, I have an idea to weaken their resolve.
Mm-hmm.
Go for it.
Okay. Yeah, just let me do this. Hey, you Carpos! You guys are keeping us all down. You know that? That's not okay. That's not all right. I'm gonna fuck you up because of that. So, might as well give up. You know, just saying. Just throwing it out there. Just give me a chance. Just give up. And I whisper to Holly and Memo, I'm not going to actually not kill them. I'm doing a thing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We'll have our violence. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well,
What happens?
I mean, that was more of what was it, Sonic's thing than me, but whatever works for you.
So are you...
No, I was saying that mainly to Memo because I know that Memo is ready to bust some heads.
Mm-hmm.
So were you trying to mechanically accomplish something with that, or were we being just loudmouth?
I was trying to see if I could in some way distract them or make them less focused in their attacks when they inevitably attack us.
Okay.
I was trying to weaken their morale, weaken their resolve.
Yes. Give me just a moment to think about that.
But comedically, because obviously it's
Well,
kind of not
I mean,
exactly.
persuasion falls under presence, which we seem to be leaning on real hard in this game, but that's kind of what I gotta go with. So I am going to make this a difficult roll because, you know, while these are underlings for the most part, they are kind of on their home turf. So go ahead and roll that d20, add your presence. You're trying to meet or beat a 14.
Okay, I have 0 presses, so let's go!
You did not do so.
Wahoo! Yahoo! And such.
So you just hear a "Hey, fuck you!" from somewhere amongst the cubicle farms.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty.
All right. So
Well, that just happened.
I mean, it was a valiant effort.
It was.
you did your best.
I would say it was,
I'm gonna try and
valiant.
shoot
It
these
was
fools in-
definitely an effort.
Well, I'm gonna try and shoot someone in the head now.
Sure, go for it.
So range is agility. I have 0. Chaka Khan.
Hey, meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it.
Ah,
So, one thing I will mention, these 9mm pistols, as I mentioned before, are automatic. So if you want to, you can use auto fire instead of a single shot, meaning that you can actually take multiple attacks with the same action. So that first shot hits. Would you like to make a second one, or are you gonna stick with that?
oh, I don't know. Yes.
I mean, I have to ask the question.
People as possible.
All right, let me real quick bring up the auto fire rules because I believe it gets a little more difficult to hit with every attack. Oh no, it's just that you have to hit with each one, and they
Up to
cut
3.
themselves off. Exactly. Okay, cool.
Okay. Second swing. No.
No, okay.
So I got 1 off. Okay.
There you go. That's fine.
So the 9mm does how much damage?
D6.
Bam.
Ooh, out of here.
Very nice. Okay, so
Whoever was closest to me got a bullet.
just ate shit. Absolutely, he goes down. So there are 5 more minions and 2 leaders, just for the sake of being quick with the naming scheme.
Can I aim at the leader? I want the leaders.
Sure, go for it.
Cool. So is it D20 plus strength?
In this case,
plus-
agility. Well, okay, actually, hang
yes,
on. Let me
to do the auto
what weapon are you
fire
using?
agility or presence to do a single shot.
Thank you. That's what I was about to say.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. You're good.
Sorry, it's agility for multiple or presence for single. Okay. I mean it's the same because both are 0, but I'm going to try the multiple shots, so it's a D20, right?
Correct.
Okay. I put in the guy to go like, eat shit. Cut.
Hey.
All right. First
Damn.
hit's a hit.
Nice. Is that guy? Is he like dead or?
So the leaders are a bit more powerful than their minions. So he is still standing. If you want to go ahead and roll damage for the first hit, he actually has a little bit of armor. So roll roll your d6, and I will let you know how much it is reduced by.
D6. Okay.
Okay, that's going to be that. Let's see. So his armor actually soaks that first bullet.
Oh.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot again. Right?
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Yep.
Eat more shit. Cut.
Just
Damn it.
Goes winging past him.
I never said I was good at guns, guys.
Well,
This is
I
not-
mean,
this is
it's
not-
better than your shiv and my machete, so.
Well, my next idea, next time I'm trying this, is I'm gonna put the shiv at the tip of the gun and see what happens. But that's the next idea.
Knife
That's not the
gun.
right. That's not the
For
idea right
sure.
now. I'm just workshopping that one in my own noggin.
Well, you both did your best, I guess. Holly says, pulling the kind of like a neural link cable from the auto gun into her metallic wrist. Oh, they didn't defrag this recently. It's filthy.
Ooh.
Leans round the corner and pop, pop, pop repeatedly. She has +3 agility, so yeah, we're gonna auto fire. That does not necessarily mean I will roll high, but we'll do our best.
And are you aiming for a specific person, or just kind of?
I think we're gonna remove some grunts. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
Ugh, didn't hit. I'm spending one of my 2 glitches to re-roll that.
Okay.
Got to be liberal with those.
Wait, did we get glitches back?
New character.
I died and I'm a different person.
Oh, right, new character. I forgot.
New character, baby.
Let's repeat that. There we go. That's a real
Much
number.
better. Much better.
A D6, yeah.
D6 indeed.
2 damage.
Okay. So not enough to take him down, but you do definitely see a second one of those minions kind of take a shot in the shoulder, and begin bleeding in that very Hollywood way of like, it's not a spurt, but he's losing more blood than he should be standing with, you know?
Very Kurosawa. But since auto fire means I can fire up to 3 times as long as I keep hitting, let's try
Correct.
shot number 2. Nope. Gun jam.
Yep.
I'm not going to re-roll that. That's funny.
Yep. And that one is in fact a fumble specifically. So, yep. Go ahead and roll a d6 for me, please.
But not for damage this time. Instead, to suffer.
Misfire broken weapon. So that pistol is now toast.
Damn.
The first one hits the guard in the shoulder quite cleanly, and while it leans, she lines up for a second shot at the head now that he's out of position, and the gun just says,
Yep.
"Oh, piece of shit!" Throws it down the corridor.
All right. So, at the end of this round, you're going to see that the enemies are going to try and sort of circle around, pushing towards you, but still trying to maintain some sort of cover between you and them, using the cubicle farm for that. But because you're able to take out one of their number already and injure another, you do fairly see like they're accidentally making an opening for you. But they are going to take shots as they are doing this. So I'd like each of you to roll a defense for me.
Okay.
Which is an agility check.
It is, in fact, an agility check, yes. DR12.
It's a D2.
It's it is
okay,
a
so the
D12, D20, and your target number is a 12.
Oof.
Oofa doofa.
Okay, my go. I'll do it. Ugh, so close.
Okay, it's my turn. Okay.
Okay. Oh
No.
my god.
We all get shot.
Alrighty.
TPK! TPK!
Oh god.
It might.
It might.
Who knows?
Alright.
So I have a damage. I have like a heavy duty jacket, which gives me minus D4 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, so when
Yeah.
we get to you, make sure to roll a d4 against whatever I roll, and reduce the damage by that much. Okay,
We'll
so-
get there.
Yeah, let's go
Yeah,
ahead
that's-
and start with Holly. Let's see what happens here. Okay, 2 damage. Could be worse. Could be worse.
I take 2 damage. I have no armor.
Oh, how much HP does Holly start with?
7. She
Okay.
healthy.
All right, girl. We see it. We see it. All right, then we're heading over to Blinks. Only 1 damage. So go ahead and roll the d4 just for the sake of doing it. How about that?
But me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I rolled it's minus D4. Also, my HP is 10.
Ooh.
Whoa!
So you handily shrug off this bullet.
It's very John Wick when he gets shot.
Did I
in the
mention I have
foot with the-
+3? I have +3 toughness.
Nice.
Okay, 1 woman tank.
Yeah, I'm just like very small and wiry, but like nothing can really touch me. As in, they can touch me, but it will not do much. That's
Yeah.
how I am. That's how I roll. No problem.
Very nice. And finally, let's go to Memo. Another 1. You might actually survive.
I am currently still alive.
Excellent. All right, so as I mentioned before, as our new round starts, there is just enough of kind of an opening that you can begin scooting around in this sort of a zone. They have accidentally created an opening for you. But is there something you want to do as you proceed towards that next stairwell? You can take more shots at these guys, or you gonna just book it?
I would like to.
I think we should book it.
I would like to run and gun. So like you all can run ahead, but I will shoot at them.
Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. I would love to, if there's anything, a melee weapon that has manifested, even if it's like a desk is broken and Holly can pick up a chair leg or a table
I can
leg.
just throw you my machete all cool like.
You know what?
Ah,
Yes, that's
yeah.
sick. I love that.
Go for it. Okay, love it, love it, love it, love it.
Oof, slow motion, it twirls in the air, you catch it.
We
She
get like
catches it with a metal arm.
just a slight reflection of like some scared looking guard as it slowly turns in the air. Yep, love it. Okay, all right. So you now have a machete.
I might take a running slash on my way to the stairs then, but I'll let other people make their rolls first.
Okay, okay. So let me offer you a couple of things. So I know that we have one person who is just booking it for the elevators.
Yes, I'm booking it.
So I will narrate something special for you here in a second. The other 2 of you, since you are going to be making attacks, are you focusing on moving or focusing on attacking?
Moving like a drive-by slash of
Okay.
that's somebody as I make my way to the stairs.
I'm focusing on attacking.
You're focusing on attacking. Okay. So, Memo, when you get to your attack, you're going to be making your attack regular like you would normally do. No muss, no fuss. You are only going to get to about right there. All right?
Perfect.
So, Holly, who is just trying to do a drive-by, you are going to move the full distance up to this kind of junction, having cover from these folks, but you're going to get there after Blinks. All right?
Gotcha.
So your attack you're essentially going to be rolling your attack twice and taking the lower of the 2 for me, because
Oh,
you're not
okay.
you're not focusing on the attack. It's just it's a cool thing if it lands, you know. But that still gets you to safety by the end of your turn. All right. So actually, you know what? Let's again go right to left. So let's start with that attack.
Okay. Let's do that 2d20. I mean, 10 plus 2 is still 12.
Hey,
I
yeah,
learned
that still lands. And what's the damage on a machete?
Good question.
D6.
D6? Ooh.
Solid. Love that.
I have the chance to actually take one of these guys out pretty quickly.
Can I clip the person who I shot?
Yes, you absolutely can. So you clip this guy, and you actually catch part of his neck. And you definitely, now is where you get the kind of Kurosawa blood spurt. He quickly clamps a hand around it, but it's still kind of a little bit through his fingers. He's not dead, but he's definitely not happy. He is no longer going to be firing a weapon at this point. And unless he receives medical attention very quickly, he's not long for this world. Okay, so moving right along. As you round the corner here, you actually manage to get the drop on another set of corp guards who were laying in wait. So you get a free set of attacks against the guys who are actually over here now, Blinks. Yep.
Wait, sorry, can you say that again?
Okay, so as you arrive at this junction right here, you spot a set of guards at the other end of that hallway who were trying to set up an ambush. And instead, you can now have an opportunity to counter ambush them. So you get a free set of attacks. They are caught flat-footed, as it were.
Oh, so it's not just one attack, but a couple?
Yeah, you can fully use your automatic pistol to do the thing.
Okay, I have a couple of dumb ideas of how I can do that.
Sure, go for it. Love dumb ideas.
Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, I wanna I got 70 credits in my pocket, and I think it would be really funny if I try to load the gun with a few coins.
Okay, all right.
Kill him with money. I think that would be hilarious, and Kropotkin would be very proud of me.
Sure.
Well,
Love it. That is actually one of my favorite Ghost in the Shell scenes.
Defeating the enemy with the means of their control. Interesting.
Exactly.
It's delightfully
Not like I'm
thematic.
running out of It's not like Blink's running out of ideas really fast. So what do I roll as I point to them?
Well, it depends. Okay. I guess because you said that both your presence and your agility are the same anyway, so you may as well go ahead and auto fire with agility.
Okay.
Again, DR12.
D20. Yeah, D20. Let's go.
And whether these hit or not, I am actually going to allow you to take all three because of the situation.
Okay.
So your
So
first
do I
one.
do 2 more?
Yes, go ahead and do 2 more.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you landed one. Either way, these guys are shell shocked. They are not going to be making attacks on you this turn.
Keep in mind, if you have a glitch, you can make that max damage, I think.
You can, in fact.
I mean, did I take anybody down with that shot?
Well, you haven't
You
rolled
haven't
your
rolled for
damage,
damage yet.
But if you, as
I haven't rolled my damage.
yeah, it would be a d6. But if you want to use a glitch for that, you can just max the damage anyway. And you know for a fact that that would take that one of these guys down, just above the table. Mathematically, it would.
I'll take my chances with a D6.
Okay, go ahead and roll a d6 then.
Wait.
Hey, hits the number. All right. So you still managed to take one of these guys down. You know what? Okay, you know what? Actually, I'm going to let you describe this. Because like I said, you've caught this group flat-footed. They were not prepared. Tell us in what way one of these dudes was not prepared that you just zero him right then and there.
Right. So, as I shoot a copper coin of a copper, 2 penny creds coin, it zooms through the air, and as this guy slowly turns around, it just like completely goes through his throat. Kind of the shock of the impact completely annihilating the throat. Blood goes everywhere. The other 2 guys are covered in the very, very high pressure Dracula Dead but Loving It style spurt of blood. And they have enhanced optics. They could see that was not a bullet. And they're like, these people are crazy. and they're just kind of like, what? You could do that? They're kind of very surprised. The other guy is very not anything, because he's dead.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have an opinion on this anymore.
He's not alive anymore. At this point, I also think I need to. Sorry, time out. I really need to pee. I'm sorry.
Go for it. Take your idle break.
In real life, in the real world.
Yeah, go ahead and take your break.
Okay, I'm gonna go to an idle meeting. Excuse me.
Alrighty.
So that's what it's called these days. Okay.
Very important idle business. So, moving right along, what is Memo up to at this point?
Memo is actually going to go for a single shot this time.
Okay,
Because that uses presence, and he has a +3 in that.
Well, there you go.
So one of the other lower tier guards, not the leaders.
Sure.
'cause
There's
I
that
don't-
one who's very severely injured.
Let's go for a fresh one.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Because these guys aren't strong enough where, like, I could potentially take one out. So, D20 plus the 3 for 1 bullet. Go. Ha-ha!
Very nice. Very
People
nice.
getting shot today.
Now let's see if I kill him. 2.
Nope.
Do you want to spend? You only had the one glitch, huh?
Yep. Yes, I did.
Hey, you know what? I'm spending my second. No, I can only spend it to re-roll a die.
Don't. We're good. Just let it be.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
I winged him. It's fine.
Yeah, he's got that nice little like slash across the shoulder that is, definitely fine. It's fine. I'll throw a ripped shirt around it, kind of nonsense. As you go past. So we are out of y'all's initiative, and we are into theirs. Pretty much the only person who is exposed at this point, unfortunately, is going to be Memo. Let's see. I'm going to make the executive decision that you're only going to take 2 shots because of where you're at. So go ahead and roll 2 defenses for me, please. Okay.
Good. What's the modifier on? It's agility,
It is
right?
agility, yes.
Yeah, and I have 0 agility.
Okay.
All right. Well, that does mean you're going to be taking 1. Let's see what we do. That's a lot of damage.
I'm down.
Okay.
I'm going to spend my glitch to make you
Don't-
re-roll that die.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh, you want to reset yourself?
Go
I've
ahead.
got
yeah.
9 backup characters. It's fine.
You know what? Yeah, hell yeah.
Let's go. Let's go.
How'd you
Alright.
go out then?
So as a bullet goes through, even though it's supposed to be 1 attack, it's many bullets. It is very Bonnie and Clyde as they die. Just
Just the shoulders
Um,
shaking as like little puffs and spurts go off.
just like desks are being destroyed by the amount of bullets flying through everything. Papers flying through the air. There's a random dove. We don't know where it came from. It's just here. But what Memo's going to do is download into his swarm. And so that way, his body might be gone, but his mind exists in the swarm. Maybe he'll come back someday. Probably not. He's a swarm of bacteria now. But at least there's a fighting chance. And then he's done.
Oh,
So like
Memo's dead.
an inky black cloud emerges from Memo's mouth as the rest of the body is like annihilated. That's metal as fuck.
Yeah.
I love
Dang.
this system so much. Okay. So, as other members of the group kind of pick their way past, we'll catch up with the new character for Captain Comic Geek at the next round, where you'll be joining your fellow compatriots. So, it's only a few more feet down this hallway to get to the next set of stairs that will lead up. So, well, I guess, yeah, what are our plans for this round?
So there are people facing down Blink in the corridor that and one of them has been shot down, but the rest is still there. And the folks behind us have been riddled with bullets, but their morale hasn't been entirely shaken yet.
Yeah.
They're still up for fighting.
They're not doing great, but they are still fighting. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Okay.
A bad
So
plan.
I need to. Okay, what's your plan?
I'm like, if I make a showy mess of splattering one of them, whether it makes them go like, oh man, we're not paid enough to do this shit, never mind. That might have to be the play here. You know what? They have damage reduction, and I don't have a way of ignoring that.
The leaders have damage reduction. The basic guys do not.
Yeah. I'm like, if I kill a leader, that would feel like an appropriate
Well.
display of force, but I do not have the firepower to kill one of those in one hit, so I'm not going to. Yeah, we dash down the corridor that Blink is looking at with those guards about to jump, and like now properly using this machete like a samurai sword, just in a one clean cut, go up somebody's chest in one strike. See
Ooh,
what we
nice.
do. Let's go make that strength roll, I guess. Not as good as my agility, but still pretty decent. +2. Oh, that's bad. Deciding how I want to go and play this. I will spend my last glitch and re-roll that.
Okay.
It's use it or lose it in this world.
Yeah.
Still not good enough, but so it goes.
So you go
Yeah.
in, you take a couple slashes, and this guy actually seems to be a little better trained because it kind of does dodge to the left, dodge to the right, and now you are facing down this group of enemies.
Get to the stairs, Blink, quickly.
I dash to the stairs?
She's suggesting that you make a break for the stairs. You don't have to listen
Oh,
to
yes,
her.
okay. I make a break for the stairs.
Alrighty.
I book it, as they say.
So you and several of the other members of your group make it up to this set of stairs here. And I'm fine with shifting focus at this point. Do we want to continue Holly's combat and see how this ends up? Maybe she can survive this round and join her friends.
Yeah,
fighting right up the
I
stairs.
think we can decide this with a single blow, I think.
Okay. alright.
I know that you don't roll very often or at all, but I would love to dual dice roll against you and we'll
Sure, let's
see
make this a
who
contest.
makes it up the stairs covered in blood or not.
Okay. Then, since it's just going to be a flat contest, let's just do straight d20s.
Okay.
All right.
3,
2.
2, 1, go. With a 9, I clinch it out just.
Amazing. So,
Wow.
you tell me how you managed to pull off this escape.
Yeah, I think there is the price sec person pulls out like a stun baton and they like sword fight backwards at the corridor to the stairs.
Ooh.
And then there is a just a clean hit that takes the guard's head off in one swipe.
love
And
it.
then she looks at the machete and flicks her metallic wrist, and just the blood goes all over the stairwell as she makes her way up the stairs.
So good. So very good.
Hopefully the memory of
Yes.
Memo will live on.
She's been at this, apparently. You mentioned previously that she had her runner days, and apparently she ain't lost them yet.
Love it. Alrighty. So, let's do a nice little musical transition here real quick as y'all move up into the mechanical level just above. So, as you are kind of moving your way up through this stairwell, you can find that you have to pass through a mechanical zone where you can get to the beginning of the next elevators, up on the next floor up. Again, this, as nice as this building was, it was a financial institution, so it was somewhat designed to resist siege tactics. So it's not one stairwell, you gotta climb this one, go across to the other one. And as you are moving through this area, you can't help but feel like somewhere out there, it's a set of eyes watching. Turning corners, twisting through the area, you hear the bangs of, air handling units coming on, the knocking of pipes, popping of steam vents, and eventually you hear the words, well, hey there, darling. Didn't think I would actually see you tonight. I seem to have lost my invitation. And as you turn, you see a figure in the dark with glowing red eyes, but hidden in shadow. And Holly recognizes this as...
Oh, no, not fucking you. Not you, not now.
I tug Holly's sleeve. Is that your ex?
It is indeed.
You get an exhausted sigh in response.
Right, it's kind of hot.
Good thing
I'm not into, but, kind of all right.
Good thing I came along
It's kind of
anyway.
hot.
Oh, good thing I came along anyway, then. Looks like I get to have some fun.
Yeah, congratulations, Blink. You can go fuck him instead, then.
No, I don't. I didn't say I want to fuck. I'm just like,
Game recognizes game.
I'm just, admiring, respectfully.
You make a
looking
career out of
respectfully
being a tease.
Well, no, I'm not
Referring to the knife
I
play.
just try to have if we don't have a positive attitude, Holly, we're not gonna get the revolution up and running, do we? Like, if we're all negative Nellies, we need to, uphold each other, because the system is what's, bringing us down, man.
Fucking revolutionize his goddamn. And then, she does not have a gun. This guy is seriously armor plated. As much as she hates this man, she also realizes that anger is not actually going to win a direct fight.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. Especially as he levels his rifle and he goes, I don't know if I like your new friends, but hey, we can all have some fun.
That's not nice. I said you looked hot. I said you were cool. Why? Man, I'm trying to be nice. But that and a bag of chips gets you a bag of chips. Am I right?
Well then, welcome to the
Jeez.
party. And he is going to open up with something that, as the flashes at the muzzle go off, you can see is a rather larger rifle than the Corpsec people were carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that stat block go? I had to actually break out a physical zine for this one.
Ooh.
He is a special boy.
What zine is it?
Timescape.
Ah, it's not one I have.
Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'll share it with you when we're done with this. I don't want to
66666.
spoil too much. Where did that go? Ah, delightful.
Quick, while the GM's distracted, run for it.
Seize the initiative.
Choose the means of initiative.
So let's go ahead and I'm going to have him go ahead and take a couple of shots. Oh, actually, no. I'm just going to have y'all defend. How about this? Because that's how this game works. Duh. Go ahead and can I have both Blinks and who is our new person that you are playing, Captain Comic Geek?
His name is Rador.
Rador.
Yep.
Very 1980s cartoon. I expect to see his action figure in stores soon.
I mean, probably he feels like a He-Man character, honestly. Artificial skin. So the way it's in my head is that it's almost like Frankenstein patchwork. So different sections of skin are different colors. He's got a teal. He's got a gold. kind of thing. And it's all like gold fitted together. So like all the inseams are like gold slits because that's everything
Very
in this
nice. Very nice.
world.
So
Yeah, like beyond that, he's very basic. So he's there. Great.
So if I could get both of you to roll defensive tests, please. He's not shooting at Holly. He feels like she can be saved. Yeah.
Roll. What dice?
D20.
D20, and you're looking for a 12.
D20, and is it a toughness check?
No, this is going to be an agility check.
Oh, okay, yeah, so just D20. Okay, rolling. Whoa!
A crit.
Nice.
So I would
I'll give you
love
something
to
special
have
for
a-
that in a second.
Okay, so here's a fun thing for Rador. His agility's a -3.
Ooh.
So let's see how this goes.
You can get a 15 or better. I believe in you. Or not.
No, I can't.
My trust was betrayed.
Well,
So, as this plasma rifle flashes, it is going to ignore a certain amount of your armor there. So go ahead and I'll go ahead and roll the damage for it. Boop, 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 boop. There we go.
Oh.
Ooh.
No.
That is 6 damage, and let's see. Where? Okay. You know, I turned my page and I didn't leave my thumb on it. Okay. Are you wearing armor?
Yes, I have a -D2 to armor.
Okay, let's see how much of that he ignores. He ignores 4 of it, so I'm not even gonna have you roll. As
That's fair.
you catch plasma fire, 6 damage worth of it. How are you feeling, buddy?
I'm trying to determine if I should use a glitch or not.
This might be the place to do it.
I mean, it might be, but also just think how funny it is.
You rock up being like, I'm here, and then you die immediately.
I have 3 HP.
wow.
So, you know what? Yeah, he just walks up like, what's going on? And then his head is gone.
Just absolute Cronenberg. It's the watermelon full of red food dye just out the back of the skull. We've painted the wall in a lovely new shade called Hint of Brain.
Wow.
And, yep. And as the rest of your folks stare on in abject horror, you just hear him say with a smirking grin, "Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers."
If anyone wants to loot my corpse, let me know. I've got the item sheet here.
Can I loot?
Yes.
Well, you're about to go and do a cool thing because you rolled a.
Oh yeah.
Also true.
I'll loot after the cool thing that I do.
You actually get a free attack since you rolled a natural 20 on defense, so you can absolutely try and take shots at this guy.
So he was just like kind of machine gunning us, right? That's what he was doing. Okay. So, despite the fact that I'm that I'm not super clumsy, but not exactly a ballet dancer. I as he shoots, I try to do some funny, like graceful avoiding the bullets thing. I completely fail, but the bullet, like, it's not very graceful at all. I look like an actual clown, but the bullets don't hit me anyway somehow. And as that happens, I slow motion take out my gun, and I go, "Smell you later, Stinko," and try to shoot.
Wait, hold on. Before you do that, can I pitch something?
Okay.
Oh, what?
Okay, so because you got that natural 20, which is the only reason why I'm trying for this, and since we're going to loot my body anyway, I do in fact have an ancient revolver, which does a D8 of damage instead of a D6.
Oh.
So the question is, because your agility and presence are the same, I think the one drawback is that this gun you can only use present because it's only single fire. So like, I'm giving this as an option. As you're clown falling to the ground to shoot, I think you can catch my gun and shoot that if you want. Assuming Sheila allows it.
Yes, I would absolutely allow it if
Sheila-
that's what you want.
Well, do I have a chance to pop several shots or just one shot?
With the revolver,
be a
just
one
one.
shotgun.
It would be
No,
one
no,
shot.
no. What I'm
Without-
asking is like in terms
Oh.
of the situation, do I have the option to pop several shots?
So, since you still have your automatic 9mm, yes, you could use that to auto fire if you wanted to. But it's a question of possibly higher damage because you're rolling multiple d6s, or possible better damage because it's a single shot on a d8.
Yes. However, I have more chances
True.
to land a hit if I
True.
roll several times. So I think I'm gonna go with the safer option.
Okay. Okay.
But I will get that gun later. Trust me.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So do I roll a d20?
Yes.
And it's an agility check as well, right?
Yes. Because he is standing still, I'm gonna make this a DR10.
Okay.
So he's a little bit easier to hit. It's kind of a narrow hallway. There's, you know. Ooh,
Okay.
Womp womp.
Womp womp. That's number one. And,
It's as long as you keep hitting, right?
Yes, so-
because you've missed that first shot,
Oh,
you don't get
Yes.
rest.
You got to make multiple shots before because you caught your enemy flat-footed. But in
Okay.
this case,
Can I use a glitch?
yes, absolutely.
Can I use a glitch to deal maximum damage?
You
Or re-roll it in this
re-roll
case.
to see if you hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but then that's a different glitch. Reroll a dice is, so I would lose my glitch anyway.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
But if you manage to turn this into a hit, that could turn into additional hits as well. So,
that's true. Okay, I'm gonna use my glitch to reroll.
okay.
So I had one glitch, I now have 0 glitches. Let's
Sure.
go!
Hey, it hit!
Yeah.
There we go.
Go!
All right, so go ahead and roll your damage, and then we will
That's a
roll the next
D6.
attack and all that.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
Ooh,
All
good.
right, I'm going to make a note of that. Thank you. So he receives 5 damage. In the darkness, you see him just barely flinch, and you hear a metallic ping as your shot hits him and kind of scrapes past.
Oh. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I have another shot, right?
Oh, yeah. And if you hit this shot, you'll even get a 3rd shot.
Okay, let's go!
Oh,
You did not hit that shot.
I did not hit that shot, Jerry.
No, you did not.
I had one.
You did.
I did something. I accomplished something. We accomplished something.
All right. So, in the panic, Blinks has taken several shots, managed to nick him with one. There was, like the normal kind of scrape, like squelch sound, but also a metallic ping in there. And I believe our last person, or I guess our first person in your part of the round, is going to be Holly. So.
Jesus Christ, man! And she like looks back. That screamed upon Rador immediately dying. Jesus Christ! Look, we can reason this out, okay? And she like walks forward, hands up. She doesn't. She like throws the machete to the side since that clearly is not going to do anything against him. And kind of walks forward, hands up. Look, we can talk this through. This doesn't need to be this complicated.
All right.
We can go for the dinner or whatever.
Ooh, how do I want to handle this? Okay. So as you approach him, you know that this guy is, he's pretty hard. He was already when you met him, like court police, and like it happened. You had a fling. You didn't know it until after the fling happened, and then that was kind of what started you down the path trying to clean up a little bit. And then things didn't work out.
Yeah, it got too deep.
Now so
Now.
you already knew that he was a pretty badass motherfucker anyway. But as you get a little bit closer and he kind of moves a little bit forward into the light, you can see a little bit more of him as he did take a couple of shots, and he's he's clearly already been through something just getting to this point in the building, because this is the face that greets you.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
And
Perfect.
hang on, let me just switch the music over. All right. Oh, I think we're a little bit past that, darling. You might have gone back to your old ways, but so have I. And you can recognize this. All of you who now see him in the light, this is not just a regular corp guard. This isn't even like Grey Cert, who are kind of the spooky boogeymen who show up. This is the kind of soldier you would see normally in the Ground Zero area around the worst parts of the city that were hit by the bomb. This is a hunter-killer now. So I don't think your negotiation tactics are going to work on him anymore, unfortunately.
I just want to get close to him.
All right, what you got?
And then I want to go and whap him in the visual sensor with my hardback book.
Love it. Okay, all right, let's see how that works. Go ahead and roll an attack for me. Again, I'm going to set that at DR 10 because...
Just as it happens, the character that I rolled has a brick for D3 damage, so if I get to D3 damage with the book, that would be delightful. But otherwise,
yes.
yeah.
Oh, please do so. Please do it.
1d20 plus this is a strength roll, so plus 2. Die. Yes, I hit him!
You hit him! Okay, cool. All right, Brilliant indeed. Go ahead and roll the damage. And I'm going to roll something in the background while you do that.
Eat Tolstoy, motherfucker! Did that fire? It did. 2 damage.
Okay.
God.
Keeping track.
Hitting him in the eye. Hopefully that, like, I don't know, makes his visual senses worse or something.
Okay, so, one of this, like... Whenever you generate one of these hunter-killers, they get a special. That's what I just rolled. And so, his special is called It Doesn't Stop. So, he gets to, anytime he takes damage, just roll 1d6, and he has a 1 in 6 chance of just not taking damage. Alright, so it didn't pop off this turn. You managed to bash one of those visual sensors in, and you can now see it dangling from a set of wires across his cheek. Probably the more damaged side, since he'd already taken some obvious hits there.
Holly is now within melee range of this thing, though.
Oh, absolutely. Alright. Oh, goodness gracious. How would he respond? I think he's going to reach out and try to grab Holly, saying, you know, oh, come on up to the next floor. We'll get together, have a few laughs, maybe relive some old times. As he attacks and gives a squeeze. Let's do this. Or... Wait, why am I doing that? You're defending.
Yeah, I was going to be like,
sorry,
wait.
Sorry.
I mean,
Old
I
habits die
don't
hard.
mind.
Old habits die hard. Okay.
Considering this is like a boss character of a kind, I was like, oh, I can believe that this guy would roll sometimes, but no, I will happily make an agility check to not be here.
Go ahead and make an agility check for me, please, and thank you. So yeah, he definitely gets one of his hands around you, and
quick question.
Sure, go for it.
So I know my new character doesn't come into the scene yet. Can I give them my glitch?
Yes, absolutely.
Bam!
Absolutely, I will re-roll that. I will re-roll that check. What is the? Well, we'll see how this goes first.
Yes, let's. About that, sweetie.
That's the new roll now. So
I tried very hard.
clearly, a voice rings out from the darkness that like makes Holly turn round and she gets got. So what does she hear? She's then got.
Oh yeah, go for it.
You probably just hear like, oh, holy shit! Of just some guy who's very panicked that there's a hunter killer here.
No,
although-
you should run! As she looks back over her shoulder and gets got.
So, to tell you the results of this, when he grabs you, he grabs like the upper arm a little bit, and I'm gonna need you to go ahead and roll me a d10 for damage. And after you roll your damage and then roll your armor, because I believe you were armored, correct?
She does not have armor.
Oh, she does not have armor. Okay, well, I'll narrate this a little
Lucky.
bit. Ooh, yeah. He grabbed you by your mechanical arm. So you only take a little bit of damage, but as you pull away from him, he keeps a hold on the sleeve of your jacket. So you're not dead and you're not captured, but you don't want to be here. So yeah.
If you're gonna be here, do something.
All right. So who's up next?
I have a plan.
What's your plan?
Okay, so first, this is Omeg. What's up?
Okay. Okay.
No, what's your name?
Omeg.
Oh, Meg. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Meg with an O at the start of it.
Yeah, no,
Ah.
not Omega,
No,
unfortunately.
there is no
Instead,
A in my name. I'll be insulted if you say there is.
The large Meg. Oh, Meg.
The king of Megs.
So here's the thing. I do in fact have a cyber deck,
Ooh.
and I have some apps.
Ooh. What do we got? What do we got?
Well, here, so I have one that's a trolley skipper.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's meant for automated defenses, have trouble tracking a person of your choice,
Sure.
and
Sure.
prioritize other available targets.
Okay. Okay.
Because our boss here is so mechanical, can I use that app to fuck with his visual input? Like maybe make him go blind, make him not track stuff.
I will allow it. Yes. Let's see if this
cool.
works.
So I gotta do a knowledge DR12.
Correct.
The downside to this plan is this character only has a knowledge of 0.
Oof.
Okay.
We love those
Let's
randomized
go.
characters.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Real
We
numbers.
love those powerful moments.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted now.
Okay, so you tell me, how does this affect him? So, like, it's a visual sensors thing. We know that much, but how else does this affect him? Did I lose my connection to everybody?
No, I can hear you.
Okay.
No, I can hear you. I don't know about Captain. Captain?
Not that bad. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. Okay, there we go.
Hey, now.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
All right, my connection might have gone squishy for a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's all good. It's all good.
Okay, so I throw in the app. If I can, I would like him to go completely blind. Like, frankly, even not even blind, just like any input to visual and audio, just gone.
Sure. So that is going to be a temporary thing, and you know
Yes.
that because these are fairly robust pieces of equipment. But yeah, you are able to get into his visual and auditory subsystems. You can't hit everything before his automated defenses kick out, so he's still got touch technically. But you are confident that you have gotten rid of sight and sound.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good timing on this music too. So you get this like synthesized yell, kind of revealing just truly how much work that this guy has had since the last time that Holly saw him. Like even his voice box isn't his own anymore. As he shoves Holly, pushes past anybody else from the crowd of people, and leaps up into kind of the dark crawl space up above to get out of this zone, get out of any line of fire that you might be bringing against him. and at about that point, you hear from one of your compatriots, we should run, right? We should be running at this point, right?
I'm good with running.
Yeah,
We can run, yeah.
Okay.
You can beat this guy, so probably.
Okay. So,
Frankly, I'm surprised what I did just worked. It's not supposed to work that way. I had to do some crap. So, like, we should go.
okay.
I agree with that sentiment.
So,
Since Holly is currently elsewhere, I feel I should roll a different person and possess a different body that has.
Wait, didn't Holly get free?
Holly's, I believe, yanked away, as I understand.
No, she got shoved because he was basically like pushing past in like a mad dash to get to safety for himself.
Cool. In that case, Holly. I reset my character, but that's fine.
no.
I remember what my stats were. It's okay.
Or, like, you can just say Holly dips.
She might just be having a moment, you know?
I
She
think
can
she's
just
too
fuck
busy.
off if she wants to. Like, it's up to you.
She's definitely too busy freaking out right now.
Okay.
And I think a different person walks in and picks that like old revolver off the floor.
Okay. Love it. She'll come along with you, but she's being guided by somebody else at this point. So, let's move up.
If you're gonna fully loot my body, old revolver does D8 damage, and there are 2 mags, so 2 reloads.
Oh yeah, can I have? Okay, so I have.
Oh yeah, you can take that gun.
revolver.
For sure.
Okay, so say that again. Sorry, how many shots? How many damages?
A D8 of damage,
Yeah.
and technically I have 2 mags on me, which just means you can reload twice.
Okay, and it's like a 6-shooter.
It's a shoot as many times until the dice say your gun is empty shooter.
Okay, got it.
Yep. That's we don't worry about ammo too hard here.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, if you're curious, there's a pack of cigarettes, the old real cigarettes here, like old school, none of that synth crap, and a collapsible ladder.
Okay.
For all your Death
Hey, you
Stranding
know
needs.
If that
So,
helps
I'll
us
take-
traverse this area, might as well take that ladder.
Yeah, let's take it.
By all means, he won't miss it.
So,
Yeah, he won't. He's dead. He's definitely dead.
So, as you continue your way up through the tower, you make it to your second elevator stop and continue upwards in the eerie silence. After a few moments, it starts to get to you that you should have encountered more resistance by now. And when you get up to that second office level, where the promised second servers are, the backup servers, the doors open to reveal a bloodbath. This is where the previous damage that Mon took before your encounter must have occurred. The guards that were on this floor previously are no longer. They are ex-guards, shall we say, in a polite way.
They've ceased to be.
They have ceased to be, exactly. So, I'm going to give you all the choice of how to deal with this set of servers. I'm going to take a step away for just a moment, go deal with something on my end, and you let me know when I get back how you want to deal with these servers.
Something that y'all should all know, now that we're in a moment where we can catch our breath, people who have taken damage can recover some health. So for those who have taken damage, you can now roll to restore B4 HP.
See, I have not taken any damage though.
Oh, so we're all just like cruising.
I'm a fresh character, yes.
Yeah. No, this is a fresh character.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, because I roll a d20 when they try to shoot me. So yeah.
So
Much
this
to
new
ponder.
one that joined the rest of you, who they definitely have the kind of like a textbook example of contract killer. Like it's very much Hitman Agent 47 look, but there's these like gold embroidery going on the kind of like the cuffs of the jacket and trouser legs. The tie has this kind of gold embroidery on it as well, and has a I think the head is just a clear, like a smooth black, almost like a mannequin head, but made out of black glass. No visible mouth or eyes, but there is like a digital effect. I wonder if it speaks to you. Well, this looks like a place that we can at least catch our breath, assuming that y'all are in a position where you need breath to be caught.
I mean, I'm fine, and he will take out a cigarette and light it. Because this one also came with a pack of tobacco
Fair enough.
smokes. All right,
Perfect.
go for it.
Well, that's just peachy. We met in the meeting hall. Kel. There's a flashback to the kind of like briefing that we had.
Just coffee and donuts before the
Yeah,
incursion.
just kind of like arrived late, poured himself a coffee from the coffee machine, and was like, I understand the mission. Absolutely did not understand the mission. Snapping back to the present, we're supposed to be killing everyone in this building, right?
No, not quite. Not yet. Anyway, we're meant to like want to wipe out, the dead.
Oh,
I think.
servers.
So-
we're
Because-
screwing servers. That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Yeah. We need to.
With a sticky note on my cyber deck.
Yeah,
Kill
these
those
are-
servers.
These are like the core servers where like the dead is actually stored rather than the data rate servers which were in the vault. So we need to do that. So either of you guys are good with the tippity typity, when you got the
so
keyboard
this
in front of
isn't-
you and you tippity
this
tappity.
isn't a deep clean then. Okay. Well,
It's deep
Not that I'm
clean
aware
enough
of.
after a fashion.
I mean,
for a fact.
there were a lot of people in a very small room downstairs, and I figured this was a no-witness thing. They seemed to be celebrating some kind of party or whatever, and I figured that was just the nature of that mission. So, they've all been cleaned up.
Good.
Well,
All right.
Great.
well, there you go.
But now we need to deal with this though.
No witnesses.
So, yeah,
Nah.
good. But what about this though? What about this server? What do we
Oh,
do though?
computer! I don't know a fucking thing about computers. I'm sorry.
God
I
damn
just
it.
kill people.
Look, I'll be honest with you.
How about-
I'm new
Yeah?
at these computer things. I'm surprised the last one worked. I've just got this new cyber deck. I've done like a 6-week course online. I can try.
That is more than either me or Kel. Did you say?
Yeah,
Kel.
Kel.
Yeah, that's is that what an E or an I? It's okay. It's Kel. That's more than either of us.
Oh,
so
how's
I
Keenan
think
doing, by the way?
I figured if my handle was Kill with an I, it would be a bit too on the nose, so it's Kel with an E.
got it. You know it, Kel. It is. So, Omeg. Is it Omeg? Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Did I get that right? Okay, Omeg. Love the name, by the way. Could you go to that terminal over there and like do whatever it is to?
I can surely
activate and
try.
delete it? Like, okay, could you attempt to do the tippity timbity and then like try to delete the thingy? I don't know how it's done. I have no idea how it works. I've tried it
I
before.
guess
It did not
Omega
work.
is going to attempt to hack. It's time to hack.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and do a knowledge check then.
Cool.
This one's going to be fairly difficult, so we're going to go with DC
Oh
14.
well.
Woo!
And I say that, and there it is. So, okay.
That 6-week course was amazing.
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Sometimes these courses can just be incredible, you know?
Brilliant.com.
So
We are not sponsored. Non-spawn.
But if you go and send in Come and Go Tavern and NordVPN, you can get your first 6 months for free.
also, you type in "come and go," you can get a free loot crate. They're still around, right? No, I don't know. Who cares?
I don't know what
Super
kind
not.
of loot crates come from NordVPN, but
Okay.
anywho.
Very good, very good.
So yes, you gain access to this system, and you have all of the logs on these servers at your fingertips. What are you doing with them?
What would be cool? Yeah, I think I am going to just erase them, and I believe downstairs there was an attempt to type Link's manifesto to replace everything on the spreadsheet.
Yes.
I feel like that was uploaded to part of the server, like there's an error in the server. So I'm going to match that. So again, all of that is gone, and then I'm going to, because I rolled a 20, I'm gonna milk this for all that you let me do
go
it.
for it.
Place in a virus that should anyone attempt to revert these changes, it just all explodes.
Ooh, I love it. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So you managed to just kind of upload a virus that is designed to kind of overheat all of these servers, fuse their circuits, all of that sort of fun stuff. You know, that nonsense jargon that action movies are full of, you know.
I'll create a GUI interface in Visual Basic that will stop the hackers.
The network engineer in me is just like, that's not how any of this works.
Real line of dialogue from television, it was great.
Oh yeah, oh absolutely, I remember those days. So you do that. Absolutely wipe these records clean. Like I said before, millions of people, millions and millions of dollars that you have just freed from their financial burdens. And
Wow.
just like that, Christmas is saved, as it were. But you still do have to get out of here, which means taking the stairs up to the penthouse and catching a ride at the helipad. So,
Cool, we're done, let's run!
does anybody else have anything they want to do on this level?
I mean, shit, this has just been the easiest cleaning gig I've ever done. Didn't even run into a cybered out murder machine or nothing.
Could I ask for a cheeky personal favor, Omeg, if you're still able to?
I am a god in this world, what's up?
You know, could I get some creds to wipe off my mob debt, please? Could you steal some creds from them for me?
Tell you what.
I'm not asking for a ridiculous amount. I'm just asking so I can cover that debt and get the mob off my case.
Sheila, I'm gonna go buck wild. Bear
Sure,
with
go
me.
for it.
Since I'm in the system, and like I said, I am unto a god on this world.
Nat 20, you free reign.
I will go into the finances of the corporation. So not only wipe up the debt, they have personal coffers, and divide that amongst all of our gang members.
Ooh, love it.
So that all of our accounts just go.
I'll do you one
nice.
better. I'll do you one better.
Yeah.
So you start loading. You do the math. You play some games with it. You start loading it onto cred sticks, which are in this world essentially like USB drives that are functionally untraceable. Like once it's on that cred stick, that money is gone. It's just gone. Like it no longer exists on the network. It is not coded to a specific serial number or anything like that. That stick just now represents a certain amount of cash. So go for it, my friend.
Good. And then as I do all that, passing it out, whatever underground thing to get cred sticks to everyone, I'll leave a small program running that just says ho 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 across any screen that is connected to these servers.
Love it. I love it.
Away.
Okay.
Is that cheeky enough for you?
Wow. Thank you. Yeah, that is very useful because I'll be able to pay off the crime syndicate and then, I don't know,
There you go. Free life.
buy a PS23.
We're going to Universal Disney because those two corporations fused at one point.
Disneyversal.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was more than I expected. So thanks.
There you go.
Merry Christmas, I suppose. All right. Let's go and find some stairs upwards. I mean, I'm not particularly used to hanging out in penthouse apartments, and they probably have some nice silverware that I could use as impromptu murder weapons.
If you need to, so according to the itinerary, we have an exit up top, so that's the goal anyway. So
Yeah.
I guess grabbing crap on the way out is all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. I have a new spring in my step because I'm clearing my debt with the mob, and they won't keep sending those strange worms that get inside of your head through your ears.
All right.
They're very nasty. They're horrible. I have brain damage. Yeah.
Ooh.
So, as you make your way up into this penthouse, the first few of you get up there. The broad windows show off what the daytime might have looked like before the bomb hit. You can tell that morning is probably just around the corner since the windows have been pre-programmed to hit this at around that time. But you also hear from the balcony above, once again, yippee-ki-yay.
Oh no.
And you can see that Mon took significant damage in trying to regain his senses. Just that natural clawing at your eyes and ears has just removed more of the flesh from his endoskeleton. And he is now what would be referred to as a fleshless metal horror. So, I'm gonna go ahead and...
Is that scary?
Yeah,
I'm
it's not
keeping this
great.
session
I'm
light.
pointing.
Oh yeah.
I point and I go like, so that's unusual and scary. I don't like that. Not a fan.
Not a fan. I did not engage clocks on this session like I meant to. I must have forgotten. That's on me.
But now it is time.
Now it is time. So I'm going to set us up for 3 rounds. And as many of you as can get across this area in those 3 rounds, that's going to be when the helicopter shows up. You look at your watch,
Okay.
you keep track of how long you've been in this situation, you know how much longer it's going to be. There's a deadline on this. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring our map down. There we go. So, the stairwell that brought you up is... Well, actually, it's that central stairwell right there. Where you are trying to get to is just kind of outside at this, you know, like, I'm going to call it a helipad. Yes, I know it's drawn as a pool, but, you know, it's a helipad.
It's a helipad.
It's a helipad.
Helipool.
It's a helipool.
It's a helipad. I love that. Yeah, well, it's something in there about, like, water dampening the anti-gravity. The whole thing. So you're not far away from it, but you now have this monster to deal with. And in fact, since he was up here waiting for you, I'm going to give him the drop on you this time. So if I can get a defensive roll from all 3 of you, please.
Ooh, an AoE attack.
Uh-huh.
A D20?
Yes, indeed.
And are we doing what's that?
Agility.
Okay, rolling my D20. Let's go! Oh,
Nice.
Hey, sick.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
I'll go next. Okay. Ooh, I have +2 in agility with this guy. Sweet. Go! Oh, my +2 didn't stack, but it's there. I made it.
Yeah,
12, right?
It is, in fact, 12, yes.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, this contract killer has a -3 in agility. So,
Oh,
Oof,
Yeah,
a
no.
doofa.
ouch.
All right, so I need you to roll a d10 for damage for me.
oh my god.
Yeah. He still has that plasma rifle.
D10, did you say?
Ooh.
Brilliant. Just brilliant.
Anybody want to guess
Wow.
how much HP Kel has?
Is it 2?
It's stupid too. It's absolutely 2 health.
Amazing.
He does have armor, but it entirely does not matter with 10 incoming damage.
I think so.
Can I please throw my noisemaker, floods a 20-meter area with fake data?
Wait. Do you have any glitches on this character?
I do have 2 glitches remaining, but
Okay.
I'm not too stressed about it. I'm happy to go and roll a new guy. It's pretty funny.
It's fun, right?
So yeah, I like it burst into be like, oh, so there is a gigantic metal horror here. I'm kind of a bit disappointed, and doesn't manage to finish the sentence as a green bolt of plasma just rips through man's chest, leaving a perfectly circular hole.
Oh yeah.
Falls face down, bubbling.
Lovely.
Oh,
Lovely.
I look and I say, oh.
Oh, someone's got to tell Keenan his best friend is gone.
Does that track
Yes, baby.
with UK people? I don't know.
Oh no, I'm fully
wait,
aware
okay,
of Keenan and Kel. We got that Nickelodeon in the 90s.
What does what? Sorry, what?
He'd made Keenan and Kel joke, and I was like, does that track with people from the UK?
I know who Keenan and Kel are. As in, I know those are names I recognize.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh yes,
Good enough.
it's enough.
It's enough.
Let's not dwell.
Yeah. All right. Well,
So
that's one down.
stepping over that previous body of a person, a new person stands up, being like, "Okay, I'm here to solve the server destruction problem, and it seems the servers were already destroyed. Oh my God, what is that?"
Welcome
your
to
name?
the party.
I'm Tilt, and also I am fearing for my life. Great, delightful,
Well, I'm glad you caught up then.
So is tilted?
incredibly.
Excellent. Good to know.
You see, we
does
tried to
this show
tell her, so you know it works out.
Don't worry, friend. We've dealt with this guy before. We've lived. It's all gonna be good.
Please handle it then.
All right.
Yeah, no worries. Sorry. By the way, did I explain how I avoided this guy?
You did not.
I did not. Sorry. I'm way too ADHD sometimes.
You're good.
I just did my thing again, where I was trying to be like very graceful and instead stumbled like a Lupin the Third character, but still
Nice.
avoided the bullets, and it was very very funny. As in, I was laughing when it was happening. Everybody else was too nervous.
Fair enough. All right. So it is your part of the round. Let's see what y'all are gonna do. Are we gonna try and hold him back while more of your crowd escapes? Are we running to the front of the crowd? How are we doing this?
Wait, where is he? Where is he in the map?
So if you just came up right about there, I'm gonna say that there is a balcony kind of just above this room, kind of as you can see, kind of in the background there.
Yeah, let's split level. Okay.
Yeah.
So we avoided it. I would say, wouldn't we have advanced a bit? No, he had the drop on us. So
Yeah, he had the
we
drop on
wouldn't.
you, so that was his round. So
Right. Okay. Let me think. What can we see very evidently like around him?
So around him, you can kind of see, like, you can kind of vaguely catch of what's probably a pool table. There are a couple of, like, the backs of what you would think are cabinets or, like, buffets, those sorts of things. Kind of a couple of vases. It's a well-decorated, well-kept penthouse. Like, this is the executive suite of whoever is supposed to be here running this company.
Let me
Are
ask
there
you
any
this.
lights near him?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there
sure.
like a very large, ornate chandelier style thing that might be very heavy above him?
Well, that's not what I was going for, but yes. Is
Okay.
there such a thing?
So, give me just a second, because I want to point out something that is on the map. Let me send this back to the GM
Right,
here
he's
real quick.
banging.
So you see that little, like, twisty 3-ring thing right there? Towards the center?
Yeah.
There is another one of those just behind him, like above him, kind of lighting the upstairs area. So I'm going to bring the map back just for clarity's sake. But yeah, there is a very future retroistic kind of like, lighting thing.
Because my idea was that if I hid the lighting, I could make it flash, and that would not blind him, obviously, because he's a terrifying mechanical abomination, but distract him. It could be like a bit of a distraction. But at the same time, if they're like hoops, could they not trap him at least for like a couple of seconds?
Certainly
That's my
possible.
plan.
Certainly
Just want
possible.
him to be trapped under a thing so we can run like cowards.
Okay.
Well, because they're hoops, what we want is for them to cartoonishly fall on him, and like he'll struggle for like a couple of seconds with it, but he has super strength, so he'll be able to cut out of it.
Right. We just want a delay. We're busting ass out of here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to grab my shiv. I still have it. I want to put it on the tip of the muzzle of the revolver. I'm gonna just firmly put it in there, and so that I can shoot the shiv at that thing to try to bring it down.
Okay, so
The lighting
moving from
equation.
kind of a Rambo to a Hot Shots sort of situation. Okay, love it. Love
Yes. Hot Shots 2 is one of the most popular films ever in Argentina. So
it. Excellent. I mean, with
Yes,
good
As
reason.
it should be.
Yeah.
they're constantly showing it. They've been constantly showing it on TV for decades.
Amazing. So, okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? We're going to treat this as a single shot. Do I want to raise the difficulty on this or no?
I mean, no, you don't, because you love us so much.
I mean, that's a big part of it, and I love creativity. I like rewarding creativity. So I'm going to leave the difficulty where it's at, because that's a weird thing to do, but also I love creativity. So yeah, just DR12 presence check to hit. And let's see if this
Presence
works.
check and a D20, right?
Correct.
Let's go! Oh. Oh?
Hell yeah!
All right. Okay, so this wacky idea that has been cooking for quite some time, because I do remember you mentioning this earlier. You finally see your moment. You take it, and like you fire that knife or that shiv, and it goes straight up through the supporting like chain that was holding this up, and the rings come crashing down. From your perspective, in the dust, it's hard to see whether or not he was like cartoonishly hooped, or if he's just underneath the debris. But you are fairly certain that bought you some time. So mechanically, what that means is he's not going to get another attack this round. Yeah.
Okay. So that was the first round over, then.
Yes. So
Okay.
some of your people are already moving along to try and get to where this helicopter is going to be landing. Technically, we do still have one more person who can take an action this round. So is there something you would like to do for this round, Captain?
No, because I was just gonna help with that, but it worked out real well.
Okay, fair enough.
So I would probably
I
just go
never
towards...
miss.
Except
when
you
I
do.
miss.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, you can just lie and say you didn't take those other shots. You only hit on the first one. Those other ones didn't happen. They'll never know.
Yeah, nobody's counting ammo.
Yeah, you'll never. Yeah, I never miss.
So yeah, Omeg is just gonna post up by the landing pad, and if there's any kind of cover, just get ready there. He's got some dual submachine guns out.
Ooh, nice. Okay. So are you gonna like do any sort of like trying to suppress what's going on up there, or like or are you just gonna reactionary shot?
I don't think I'm gonna do anything. If he's stuck, he's stuck. So
Okay.
like, I'm just gonna move to the landing pad and then just get there and be ready from that point to lay down like covering fire if need be. But like, once the airlift is here, I'm gone.
Sure. Okay. So, as the next round is beginning, like he misses his part of the phase functionally, but to narrate what happens there, as he sort of pushes out from underneath those rings, has to like crack one of them open to get out, stands up. You can see that the rifle he has been using up to this point was in fact damaged and crushed in that fall. He throws the husk of it to the side and raises his arm and kind of like cocks his elbow, and you see that the barrels of something that looks like a minigun emerge out to the side of that arm. He hasn't activated it yet, but you're fairly certain you don't want to get hit by that. So what are we doing at the top of round number 2 on the clock?
Suppressive fire.
Okay.
Remind me, did we have a thing for the dual SMGs?
I feel like we probably did, but also that was a fun night 6 to 8 months ago at this point, and there was a lot of caffeine and then a lot of drinking involved.
Yeah.
So
are we just considering these as like one attack though?
I think we're considering them one attack, yes.
Okay, cool. So they are SMGs, which means they only do auto fire. So I get +2 with my agility check. Ow! Swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss. Now, here's what I will say, because I think I'm kind of going back through the archives, and I think what we did was, like, essentially, because it was dual SMGs, you technically got, like, roll 2 and take the better of the two. But if you want to forgo that and just suppress, that will force his attacks to, or essentially give you all advantage on your defense for the round.
Okay.
I'll do that.
Does that sound good?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely just suppress a fire.
Yeah, you're just spraying bullets.
Cool.
So,
Cool.
okay. So, forgoing your chance to damage for suppression. Love it. Okay, so who else is here? What do we got?
Yeah. Tilt is here with a negative stat in everything except knowledge.
Does this keep happening to you?
It's really funny. But Tilt is a hacker, and so actually has some apps that could be useful here.
Okay.
We are going to use Boom Boom. D4 nearby simple devices explode.
Ooh.
D6 damage to up to D4 targets.
Okay.
So if Jaclane is currently up on that balcony with all that entertainment bits and pieces up there.
Oh yeah, there are
I'm gonna
definitely
make
like
that explode.
yeah, there's definitely like a white noise generator and like several small speakers and like a smart picture frame and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, go for it, go for it, go for it. Do that
Cool.
app test.
Love that. That's a knowledge check. 1d20. No, re-rolling that.
Okay, all right, let's see
Sending
it.
that glitch. Goodbye.
That didn't happen. Reality was wrong.
It's still bad. I guess it just means it doesn't happen because it's only fumbles that you get backlashes on. So Tilt is like, oh, okay. Well, since you enjoy being entertained so much, enjoy this big dramatic Dexter's Lab finger with motion speed lines behind it slamming on an enter key, and fully nothing happens.
Love it. Love that for him. All right.
Okay.
Well, it's all you guys.
We're about to get
please save
machine
me from
gun.
dying.
Oh yes, that's yeah.
Okay. My go is the following. So I have that heavy duty jacket that does minus D4 damage. What if I take it off and throw it at the chain gun, machine gun situation that we got going, so that it will protect us all, basically, as a shield.
Ooh.
Like, as it's in the air and it just will catch the bullets. Because it's
Are
heavy
you
duty.
forgoing the ability to resist damage later to get this to maybe game plan?
Well,
now? That's juicy.
We are under fire! We don't have...
True,
I don't
but it does
know.
mean that if you're shot, you no longer have that damage resist.
Keep in mind, I'm already suppressing him, so he's going to have like a disadvantage on this attack anyway.
Okay, yeah, pop off, queen.
Oh, okay,
Love it.
okay. So then instead of that, I want to jump towards Tilt and cover Tilt. And
Okay.
basically cover both of us with the heavy duty jacket.
Okay, love that. All right, so
So,
top.
yeah?
Nope. Okay, so I was gonna say like top of round 3. Then he gets to do his thing. Finally. And I want you
Wait,
all.
wasn't this round 2?
Well, yes.
Wasn't I doing round 2?
You're in round 2. Well, I
Okay.
guess since he got a surprise, so yes, this would be his part of round 2 then. He missed his part of round 1 because of the hoops.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're on the same page, and I want you all to know that this weapon is called the Adios. Yeah, I'm gonna need you all to roll defense against this. So agility DR12, You do get to roll 2 and keep the better. And you really want to make this roll.
Are we rolling d20s?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go first.
Sure.
That would mean that. Wait, you get one more. Yeah.
Yep, you can roll twice, keep the best, because he is suppressed. Oof.
Oofa doofa.
Indeed.
I guess 7.
Okay, well, didn't make it. Let's see.
Let's see if Tilt does any better.
Yeah.
Those are both -2, so still absolutely not.
Oof.
Okay, let's see if I bravely can hide. For what it is, they're both +2.
Wow.
So I don't know if you've ever heard the description for how like a warthog's firing sequence sounds, but tearing silk comes to mind as he unleashes the audios. This is going to be a d12 of damage for each of you. Let's go ahead.
Okay. I can survive this.
I have the -d4 damage reduction.
You do, which is why I wanted you to keep it. Please don't die.
Okay, yeah.
So let's.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and roll damage, and then y'all can roll your armor when you get there. Let's go ahead and start with. Because I've forgotten character names at this point. We've cycled through them so many times. I'll start with Captain Comic Geek on the left.
I'm still Blink.
Okay, you're still Blink. Okay.
Yeah, I
I hope you're happy.
What? Sorry, what? Say that again? I didn't hear
That means you get to go first and not dying. Congratulations.
Yay!
All right, so Blink.
Yeah.
You have 7 damage coming at you.
Okay, so I do the -d4 damage thing?
Correct.
Okay. D4. Is toughness a modifier in this?
No, it's just your armor.
Okay. So... Okay.
Taking 6 damage, huh?
So I take 6 damage. Okay. So I have 10 HP, so I'm now down to 4 out of 10 HP.
Hey!
Yeah.
Cool beans.
I also have... Did I mention I have a first aid kit with 2 uses?
You'll probably get some uses out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna in the next turn.
All right, so let's go to Caster's character.
All right. So I do have a D2 resistance.
All right.
Of
Let's see how this works out. Oh, technically you have a D4 because Blink's put their jacket.
Beautiful.
Or put her jacket over you. Hey.
I block it. My 2 HP in a dream survives for another day.
And last but certainly not least, the hail of bullets comes for Captain Comic Geeks. How did I roll so low on like the beefiest weapon?
You know what? It's what the dice wanted. It's fine.
I'm not gonna argue, but like, dang, y'all.
Alright, and I also have a D2 of damage, so bam. So I take off 1, so 4, which means I'm still up because I have 6 HP.
There you go. Alrighty. So it is y'all's part of round 3, and you can hear the escape vehicle coming up real soon. And like it's just kind of hovering just off the edge of the roof. If you wanted to, you can make a jump for it now, or you could just get into it at the top of next round, but like now is about the time.
Should I use a first aid kit? I don't know. Because I might get shot.
Hey, you know, whatever's comfortable for you. We're kind of Calvin balling.
Can I run and apply? Can I run and bandage myself because I'm bleeding?
Yeah.
I'm bleeding a bit from an arm. Can I run towards the chopper?
Get your Left 4 Dead on. You just wrap some bandages around your wrist and it'll be fine. It doesn't matter where you were shot or bit.
So it says here, first aid kit stops bleeding / infection, heals D6 HP. So do I just roll a D6? Any modifiers that I should add for my stats? No, right?
Nope.
Okay. so I heal 1 HP.
All right.
And I'm
Yeah,
up
yeah,
to
yeah.
a healthy 5. And I keep on running. Yay!
Absolutely.
Yay! I'm crying.
Caster, do you want to do anything specific?
I kind of want to try making the things explode as I retreat again.
All right, fair enough.
Feel free to go first then, because I'm just going to suppress a fire again.
No, this time it's actually going to work.
Do be aware, since this is the second time you've used an app, your fumble chance is up to 2.
Well, I still don't do it.
I thought your knowledge was 1 or 2.
My knowledge is flat.
Oh,
I will spend my last glitch. I want the stuff to explode.
valid.
No.
The dice don't want it to explode.
Weirdly,
yeah.
the best security in this place is on the CEO's entertainment system, apparently.
You know what? This is what? I'm going to call this a draw between me and you. So I'm leaving now. Excuse me. It's
Calls a draw.
backing rapidly towards the pool.
Amazing.
Okay, suppressive fire. So 2d20 with the highest?
So are you continuing to do suppressing fire?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm not even going to have you roll for it. I'm just going to...
Okay.
You are continuing to do that thing. Which
Cool.
is going to give you all advantage on defenses again next round.
Just unloading bullets in a hail of ah!
Love it. Alrighty. So his next round comes up, and he is still spraying and praying. That sound is going to make your ears ring forever and a day. If you didn't have tinnitus before, how in this space future? But also, you will have it now. So go ahead and give me those defensive rolls. Roll twice, keep the better of the 2.
All right, let's go.
Okay, so
One of those is actually successful,
There you
even
go.
with -2.
yay!
So,
So D20. 2 D20s and it's agility, right?
correct.
Oh. Wahoo! And such.
Nice.
Mm.
Yes.
Okay, time to disappoint.
Whoa!
Okay.
What a disappointment!
Right!
So you actually get to take a pot shot at him. Let's see how much damage you can do for fun.
Okay. I don't hit shit.
Okay, roll me a d6. I really hope that this has a specific result. All right. Yes. I could not have asked for better, because your guns run out of ammo right at that second. So, lovely. As he is trying to take shots at you, you hear the pew 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 of the bullets ricocheting off of this kind of gyrojet helicopter hybrid thing that has floated up beside the building. And as you are defending your friends, you just hear the rattle of empty magazines and begin to run towards the jet. As the last few of your compatriots clear the building, get outside of it, you see a slot on the front of this gyrojet slide open, and of a missile flying out and past you. So you get to have the wonderful jumping away from the explosion moment and grabbing onto the rail on the bottom of this vehicle as the penthouse goes up in flames.
My God!
Nice.
Ah, I could not have asked for a better moment for that fumble to happen. Oh my goodness. Worked so well narratively.
As I say, calling it a win. We worked very hard out there.
Are we all hanging from the helicopter now, or the flyer, or whatever?
You can be hanging from it,
okay.
you can be inside the flyer at this point. It is entirely up to you.
We've got enough goons. They probably pulling us in, and I assume we have Holly with us still, right? Cool.
Scuttles in there like a beetle.
Well,
terrified.
Holly, this is the start of the rev, so I hope you're ready. We're gonna conquer the shit out of some bread.
And with that, Christmas has saved. I hope you all enjoyed.
Yay!
Snaps.
Yeah.
This is a very silly, fun scenario that I have been sitting on for the better part of a year. And I'm so glad that I got to run it for you all at this point.
I can't believe
Aw,
we
thank
managed to
you.
control S Christmas.
Right?
I lived. I didn't have to re-roll characters once.
That is
amazing.
one of the best feelings ever.
It's pretty good. I kind of want to
the
do. I kind of want to
sheer,
drop Banner to Blink.
Luck of rolling a 10 HP character
Oh my
with
goodness.
D4 damage resistance is
Yeah.
just godlike in this game.
Just
Amazing.
so good. All right.
Come with some of that.
I'm just gonna share my sheet with you guys before I forget. 'Cause I just took a screenshot of it, just so you can see that I am not fibbing. Not that you would think that I was
of course.
fibbing,
Ah, but still.
but like
I'll be honest, you could be fibbing. I would not question you.
Yeah.
there is.
Toughness
Alrighty.
+3, 10 health. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's why I kept asking about because I wanted a toughness check because it's my only good stat. Yeah, that's what I was hoping that toughness would come up.
Toughness checks are pretty rare to come up.
It might
but,
have come up in
hey.
that mechanical room if the scenario had played out a little bit differently. But let's talk about that back in the
Right.
just chatting here real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, thank you so much. This was a lot of fun. I hope I did it right.
Yeah,
I hope I
Yeah,
absolutely.
no. You got into
Absolutely.
it. You got into it just fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Maynard. So thank you very much for being here today, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
We've got some time to talk, just because there are a few more minutes left here in the stream. But yeah, this was a whole lot of fun. I'm so happy that y'all were able to make it and that you enjoyed yourselves. So yeah, let's do that kind of like post-session stuff.
I love doing comments and kudos at the end of sessions. Y'all are familiar, but for those who aren't, just kind of going around the table and going like, this is a cool moment that another player did, and just kind of giving your fellow players some props about the red stuff that they came up with.
Yeah.
Off the bat, I really enjoy the character that you gave, Blink, Mario. Cyberpunk is inherently political as a genre.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a very 2020 cyberpunk that we have a rebel who is all like, yeah, communism, does not understand a single thing about I know that praxis is involved. If you ask me to describe praxis, it might take me a couple minutes, but I'd get there. Kind of character that you rolled was very funny. I thought it was
Loved
fucking
it.
hilarious.
Yeah, I
It's
also
not even. I just rolled with the You Seek Anarchy, and I was like, okay, time to put my knowledge into this, sort of, kind of.
I also want to dogpile on that just because it was such a great bit. And
Oh,
the fact that you got to
absolutely.
keep the character the whole time just made it better every time.
Right?
It's almost like I know a thing or two about anarchist organizing.
I mean,
Oh, for
you know.
sure, but it's the additional layer of this character specifically misunderstands how it works, and having that layer in, I think, is
Yeah.
what made it really funny.
I feel like she means well. Like she
Yes.
definitely wants the revolution and for things to be better. She's just kind of a bit hazy on the technicalities. I think she means
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
you know.
Which also feels very relatable to me, who does
I
not
mean-
know shit about shit. So,
Yeah.
So
But thank you.
who wants to go next?
Um.
I can go next.
Sure.
I appreciated, Caster, when you first asked about Holly. I just kind of threw it out there as a yeah, sure, why not? And then you took that character and made it your own. And not only that, but ran with the brick in the book was just fabulous. There is no way I could have predicted that, and it gave me it completely changed my plan for that area of the building, but at the same time it created this perfect situation where Mon could get more fucked up than he already was, and come back as like this monstrous boss at the end. So thank you for the creativity in using everything at your disposal. I love that.
No worries.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, for my thing, I just wanted to say, Caster, I liked how understated you played Holly and how that much such a contrast to the first character you played.
Just Sonic's just being 110% weirdo.
Yeah, because Sonic's was just like, so can I shoot something now? And Holly was like, I guess, just like, I get,
I used to have this life. I really didn't want to go back to it, but if that one meme of like, I'm a doctor, but Cox gun
from After War Gundam X, yes.
Yep.
Was very much.
It's very wild. Side note, it's very wild when you've seen an anime and then it just becomes a meme and nobody knows where it's from. And I'm like, I saw that like 10 years before.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
But anyway, but yeah, no, I really liked that contrast. And that's kind of like, if Blink had died, and I wasn't trying to keep her alive at all costs, I just got lucky. But I also was not intentionally running into gunfire. But basically, like, that was gonna be my idea of how I was gonna deal with like the rolling deck of characters. Each character was gonna be contrasting the last one. So I think like he did a really good job there of like getting into this character that was like, reluctant office lady. It worked really well, I think.
And I'll say, Sheila, I've done this a couple times with you now. You're always such a great GM to play with.
Yeah.
You always let us have just the most stupid fun.
Yeah.
It's a thing of like, I think if there was like a much more like, these are the rules kind of guy, it would not be as fun to play.
This game pushes against that kind of conceit really hard. So
I'll be real. If Sheila was like struck me as that kind of person and she never has, like, I probably wouldn't even be here because I don't I can't do that. I can't like you guys saw how much I struggle with a system that's relatively straightforward.
It's deceptively simple. It is much more complicated once you get into the meat of it.
I will be right back, folks. I just got to knock outside here.
No worries.
So like every question you had, I think was very fair because like even like I said, I've played the system with Sheila specifically before, and it's been long enough where I had to remember what all the different acronyms mean and stuff like that, and it's tout as being like, oh yeah, it's just roll thing and go, but like no, there's more minutia to it. So rolling with that is a good job. Like I said, I thought the character bit was great, and I thought you did fine for all of this, for all the concern that there was for it.
Thank you.
And to you, Comic Geek, I really like your style of the way that you do improv is improv to world building. And I think that's really cool when they were kind of like, oh, I also have the same like nano ability, and you were like, oh, so we've gone to the same doctor, was the way that you kind of like work that. And I'm like, that's really cool that you're thinking about the world building as a piece of improv.
That was a Maru line that I just built upon of. But yeah,
you added the detail in terms of like what the doctor looked like and things.
Yeah, I mean that's just the most fun kind of thing.
We love yes and.
Yes, and again, that is simply a factor of playing with Sheila, because, as I said, that they've GM'd for me a lot now, and we will always do stuff where we just kind of have to make crap up about the world on the fly.
Hey, you're doing the dice rolling with the training weights on, and now we're seeing with the training weights off, and you're more powerful as a result. On top of that, in terms of like also you were leading a lot in terms of office politics, since you were the person who knows the company, you were really like willing to step up to the plate on confirming things being true about the office. And I dig that. I appreciate people who are really excited to add to that layer into the world. Because I am
just
not
me
a
pulling from my
person.
personal life. So.
That's what they call method acting. That is literally what the definition of method acting is. It's not delivering pig heads to people's houses or whatever the fuck Jared Leto does.
Yeah, right? Like that.
Yeah, look, I will say, I fuck Jared Leto, but also he's in the Haunted Mansion. I really want to see that movie. So
They need to stop giving him good movies.
Yeah.
Anywho, thank you once again for being with me here today, and thank you, weary travelers, for stopping by. We hope you've enjoyed today's TTRPG stream, and I will be back next weekend on August 5th with Advance Wars 1+2 Reboot Camp. Before we go, however, I'd also like to just directly thank each of my guests and ask if they have anything they want to shout out. So let's start over here with the Neon Caster. Do you have any projects you want to shout out right now?
Hi, hello. Once again, I'm your androgynous AI game shows from the future, Caster. Thank you very much for having me on the show. If you are so inclined to be at big conventions, I will be at Gen Con next weekend, both generally as a punter, but also I will be on 2 panels. One, a Skyjacks live session, because I am Captain Aura Malvale on the Campaign Skyjacks podcast. And How to Play Illimat, which is a board game based on a song by the Decemberists, which is absolutely wild as a concept. If you think that's also wild, you should come check that out. If you like Mork-Borg, I recently did a character generator table to let you do miniature kit bashing to make cyberpunk miniatures that fit the style of Mork-Borg, called the Blacklight Sprawl. You can get it at sixofspades.itch.io. Link in the doobly-doo. Thank you very much.
All right. Next up is going to be Maru DeCinco. What you got going on, girl?
Hello, everybody. It's once again me. Oh, God!
Maru, did you actually die, or is this a bit?
No, okay, I was doing the thing where because one of the things, I'm far away. One of the things that I do that people don't see is that I just gesticulate a lot when I talk. So I just like opened my arms wide, and I forgot that I had a big bottle of water, which I'm gonna drink from. Give me a moment.
wow,
It's
nice.
fine because it's like a sports. It's always like a sports bottle.
Gotcha,
So like
gotcha.
it didn't spill too much. But yeah, anyway. Hello, everybody. Yes, it's your favorite tomboy from the future that became a superhero, Maru DeCinco. I am currently on hiatus, but because I'm doing my dissertation, boo. But you can still follow me on twitch.tv/Maru_the_Cinco, where I've reached over 1,000 followers recently.
Nice. Nice.
I am. You can follow me on twitter.com/Maru DeCinco. I am, as I said, mainly a model kid, creator, gamer, whatever. I might be doing a stream this week, just randomly if I feel like it, building something. I'm currently working on some accessories for my Pomo Rainbuff model.
Nice.
The thing that I'm doing is tomorrow, I am doing a collab with my friend, fellow pink-haired idol, adjacent VTuber based in this island, Plush Pixie. We're going to be playing Towers Unite and see what happens. You know, seeing what madness arrives at our doorstep or what madness we provide to it. So please give Plush Pixie a follow. Let me just see if I can get. I don't know if I can post links in your chat.
Yeah,
Sheila,
you can.
but I can. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna be on Plush Pixie's stream, and let me just check what time that's at. That is tomorrow.
Nice.
At 5 p.m. UK, 12 p.m. Eastern, and after that at 9 p.m. UK, 4 p.m. Eastern. We're on my Discord server watching Shin Kamen Rider. So come along and watch Shin Kamen
Very
Rider with
excited for
us.
that.
Yeah,
All right.
that's me.
And last but certainly not least, Captain Comic Geek. You got anything you want to share with us?
Oh, thoughts, feelings, all that stuff. No, I'm just existing on the internet as I normally do. I'm Captain Comic Geek if you want to bug me there, but I don't do stuff. I'm in the background. Maybe you'll see me in a few games in the future. Who knows?
You will. You will indeed.
Ooh.
But yeah, I'm very boring like that. It's great. I do have a question. Does the Twitter link still work with that URL?
Yes, Twitter links do still fire. Thank God. Imagine if those broke. That would be.
I do think so. It should be at Come and Go Tavern.
Like that's what I'm curious about, because that's something that affects all of y'all with public stuff.
Yeah,
like,
no kidding. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be updating socials soon. Hopefully I can get a Blue Sky invite. Well, we'll see. I've put in. I'm on the wait list. But yeah. So, on that note, thank you once again, everybody, for being with us today. And for information about future streams, keep an eye on our Twitter for now, at Come and Go Tavern, for announcements and daily check-ins from the Come and Go. I have been your hostess, Sheila Ornthalis, here at the Tavern. And if you need to prop your feet up for a while longer, we've got some more entertainment coming up very soon via a raid. So, we're going to be heading over to see Loxley, the Satyr of Strategy, who is currently in his first playthrough of Elden Ring. So, we will see you over there. Bye-bye!